Right, knowing that he gotta do my video.
That's why you just start with the talking until he comes back.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that part. I mean,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
but
All right, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Socially Awkward. This is the first time joining us. I'd like to properly introduce myself. I am your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi So 100, or Cummer Walker if you're nasty. Is my microphone on? I can't hear myself. You know? Yeah. I don't feel like
My mic sounds
All right,
nice.
well, as usual, I am joined by my co-host. We got the narcissist, Pie Guy Juan, in the building.
You gotta stop calling me a narcissist.
Why would I stop calling you something that you are?
I am not though.
You are. We have you admitted it on several recordings.
He is I and I
What's
is
that Facebook
Juan.
user? I wonder if that's Shannon. Is Shannon actually on time today? Shannon, is that you?
If it's you, like blink twice. I don't know how a motherfucker gonna blink twice in the comment.
Mr. Tone, he is currently out. He had to step out into the hall and close out one of his other pies right now. But we are blessed to have Tommy in the building today. I basically kidnapped Tommy and made him become a part of Socially Awkward. He just doesn't know it yet. It's not on?
No.
They said they can hear me, but I feel like it's not on. I can't hear myself unless they hear me through y'all shit.
Now talk.
Yeah, see, that's way better.
Oh, you would turn her up.
No,
No,
her mic.
I
Turn
couldn't
your
hear
mic
myself
on.
at all.
Her mic wasn't on, like literally.
Her mic wasn't nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that just came as like, why
Yeah,
does
they
it sound like she away?
Right, and they said they could hear me, but I'm like, I couldn't hear myself, so I knew something was weird.
Now they
That's
really
cool
hear you.
with a switch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Mhm.
I try to keep the non-switch ones on the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kayla, we technically do got a new co-host, but like I said, he don't know it yet.
Who that is?
I'm slowly transitioning out. If you ain't noticed,
He's not transitioning any fucking where. We're just adding someone to the party. Tone can't leave.
I'm leaving out the door right now.
Yeah,
He
but
don't.
he'll be back in the door.
Tone, your socks are white. I can't trust you.
Tone double dipping.
Tone wear white socks. I can't trust him.
He know he got to come back because he got to do the videos and shit. Well, I am kind of salty because like obviously the Bucks lost today.
Nah, we didn't lose. That's an understatement. I saw the score.
I didn't want to be like really, really assholish about it, but yeah,
Yeah, we got our ass handed to
we did.
us. Deservedly so. You
We
gonna play that
definitely
bad? You should get your ass whooped.
Shut up.
I'm not even mad.
Right, I'm just
Tone
saying.
finally left. Hey, new host, I like your, but Tone ain't going nowhere. Tone is just outside handling other stuff, but he will be back in.
Yeah, my name is New Host. Just call me New Host.
Now I asked Tone, and he said nobody was gonna be in the studio today.
Technically, they're not in the studio.
They are if he's still required, and he ain't in here to do the shit I need
Hey,
him
look,
to do.
I don't know, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm
You
just-
tried to defend him, so I can bring this smoke to you.
You're right. I did try.
Yeah.
My bad. Look, man, Tone must got a kink for letting you yell at him. That shit free.
That it's something.
He like it.
All right, so while he is doing that, I have a story that I need to tell everybody. I'll do that once Tone comes in because I actually will replay
Well, then why don't you
my
start with
Facebook story.
something else then?
Motherfucker, that's what I just said. If you shut up, damn. So anyway, because I want to replay my Facebook story from the other day, we go ahead and talk about something else until Tone is able
We didn't
to
even
come
have
in
to
because
talk
I know
about
that some people,
Continue.
Yeah, thank you. Because I don't want people to think like, damn, man, this is what we came for. And we trying to, because I told people that I was going to replay it for them. So can you just let me do this?
Motherfuckers need to wait. It's the main event.
You a co-host, not the host.
I'm trying to be the nigga at home on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, sucks for you. Hi, Nick.
Yeah,
Man,
shit.
tell
You
that
and
nigga
them
shut up.
titties showed up.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck was in the water last week, but I've been having miscommunications all over the place.
Calcium.
nigga, it's some shit because it's something.
Hydrochloride or
It's something because motherfuckers is tripping. And
Fluoride. It's fluoride.
I've
in the
been
water.
really, I've been cool though. Like I haven't been spazzing out on motherfuckers or nothing. Like even when they've been like super reckless. Okay, well, one, I was about to like kind of lose my shit, but they blocked me on Messenger first. So most of you have been in the comments and like you've complimented me on my very pretty pink and purple wig, right? Like y'all love that. Y'all was like, man, I love really. Kayla said Mercury's and micro braids.
Yo, that's funny.
You know, so y'all have complimented me on my very pretty pink and purple wig that I've been wearing, you know, over the last couple of weeks. But I just recently made a Facebook post looking for a local wig maker because I don't know what size, like what my cap size is anymore. Like I cut my hair short again, and you know, you want your shit to fit. Okay, I get active in my wigs. Y'all know my wigs is specifically for OnlyFans. Otherwise, I walk around, you know, shortcut shouting because I'm fine either way.
Like a dirty tennis ball. I mean, because your hair is blonde.
You know, dirty tennis ball sounds like it could be like a sex thing. Like you give somebody a dirty tennis ball. That just sounds like a sex act.
But what would it be? Dirty tennis ball. What would the act be? I
don't know. Maybe someone like doodle on the nuts.
Doodle on your nuts.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He asked what it would sound like, and that was the first thing I thought about. Like, okay, well,
what would it be? Like,
nuts is kind of fuzzy like a tennis ball, and you know, yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't call you a dirty tennis ball. We just used to call you tennis ball.
I'll pass on the dirty tennis ball. That's.
I've never called tennis ball a dirty tennis
Right, that's what
ball.
I'm saying. We called her tennis ball, and she got this motherfucker's locked up. And we still call her tennis ball, and I'm the ball one now.
Yeah, tennis ball do got locked. I mean,
Shout out to Jeanette. Well, I got one now. I went through. Shout out to London Sweets, like super professional. Okay, and I love doing. I haven't even received my wig yet. And I am already happy just based off of the customer service because dealing with her was like dealing with myself. Y'all know how much of a stickler I am when it comes to great customer service. And I think that's why I'm so pissed about the last 2 encounters that I've had last week when it comes to my hair. Especially when, you know, these are people that I was cool with. Now, one thing anybody that does business with me can tell you, whether you are a friend, family, foe, or stranger, okay? Because I've sold to motherfuckers that I don't even talk to anymore. And I still treated them with respect like the customer that they were. And I hate for a motherfucker to blur those lines and feel like because y'all cool that you're not a customer and they can handle you any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was I ended up making a Facebook post asking for wig makers that make them by hand. And I wanted somebody local because I want it made to fit my head. And I don't want somebody that has to guess what size wig I need. So if I have somebody local, what can I do? I can go in, they can, okay, well, this is, you know, right. They can measure and say, oh, okay, well, this is your cap size. This is whatever. And then they can get my shit. And I don't got to worry about shipping or none of that. It's usually a quicker turnaround when it's local anyway. So, you know, a lot of people come on and they tagging people or, you know, letting me know who does wigs, just like Terrence just did in the comments. Thank you for that. But the person that did the pink and purple wig is actually like, we go back to middle school. Like we've been friends for like a really long time. And he inboxes me upset because he says that I didn't ask him if he made them by hand. Now, the wig that I got from him, which I have shouted out several times, like y'all compliment me on it all the time. I've given him his own little thing where I told people who made it. I tagged him in a Facebook post, but I guess I didn't tag him fast enough for his liking. Well, I am sorry that I don't just go put on brand new wigs, even though I feel busted and I don't really feel like taking pictures just to take a picture for your pleasure. I apologize for that. My bad that I wasn't moving on your fucking time. But anyway, he decides to inbox me in a fucking tizzy. Yes, Nick, Nick said, now I just know he ain't cut. He cut the fuck up. Okay. Like this nigga went Julian, like just Dyson, like cut the fuck up in my inbox.
That's because niggas be hanging out in the produce section.
Because
I
he,
can't say produce section.
I said I'm gonna start a gay pod called the produce section. We'll talk about that later though.
You cannot start a pod called the produce section.
Why?
Why not?
This is an LBGT safe place.
I know.
Is the
I ain't
produce
pussy too, nigga. That I can say this.
is the
I can
produce
start a
section
gay
not safe
pod
place
called
in
the
grocery store?
produce section, the place for fruits, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, you know what?
I'll run my idea by you later.
After that story I told yesterday, produce section ain't safe either.
Hey, you gotta announce yourself. Tone ain't here to be in the group right now. He's currently neglecting his responsibilities. So, you know.
I am doing the responsibilities of my responsibilities, and I'll get back to your responsibilities.
My
I
responsibility.
don't like
is
the
to
word
have,
responsibility right now. It's too much of it. Stop throwing it around.
because I ain't never that fucking serious, and we all know who did. Right. Everybody knows who did the wig. I didn't hide who did the wig. I shared the wig and that he had the wig and said that I bought it before I even got it. So
He want wig props.
right.
Wig props.
Hey, little baby. Even though you know you're a traitor.
Huh?
Oh, she betrayed me when we were talking about my story. She was, you know, she called me filthy. She was like, "Oh yeah, she is filthy."
Dirty
Called
tennis,
me kinky
dirty
and
tennis
just-
ball.
I mean,
You dirty little tennis player. So a nigga whispered that in my ear. I don't know if I get mad or if I just nut. I don't know.
You might.
I don't know.
dirty little. That's nasty.
Well, Denise, I call her a dirty little carrot.
Come
I
here.
don't.
Right. He got wig props, but I guess I didn't give them as fast as he wanted me to or to his level of probability. I don't know what we're calling that today.
Why can't you just
Oh, you
give it?
about that guy?
Why can't you just
Yeah,
give
that's-
yourself props? then?
That's the first one.
Right.
That's the first one.
Most people come out and be like, yeah, so such and such this wig, you know, big props. Shout out to her.
Right. Shout
And
out to
I-
her for rocking my shit.
Right,
on
I
her
steal my
OnlyFans.
props.
Like niggas are gay.
No, but
Yeah.
I think what upset me is the fact that instead of clarifying or asking me anything first, like he just felt attacked and then instantly hopped in my messages on bullshit.
Is this the same guy that was in a tizzy when he was in the comments?
Yes.
Now I'm really finna fuck with him if he come back now.
Right. Nick said, well, he wanted his ad and one of my fucking OnlyFans flicks. Like, what the fuck was I supposed to do?
Right in the middle of you fucking like, yeah, this wig was brought
So
to you
get
by.
your wigs here, Dante.
So I'll read the messages to y'all. He
Dante
said,
make these wigs, huh?
He said, so you never asked me if I made handmade. And it's crazy. A lot of girls can explain to Facebook exactly what they want. But when talking to a stylist, it's just give me that. Now, if anybody knows me, y'all know that I talk too fucking much and I am very detailed, even when I shouldn't be.
Facts.
Even when I shouldn't be. So I am very detailed about things that I want. I feel attacked by your post, and I really don't like for a person to play in my face. I sell handmade and pre-made, but most girls go for what's cheaper. That's most girls. I say all the time that I do not mind paying for the quality, especially with wigs.
So when you went to go get this wig originally, what did you ask for?
The wig that he had, I said I want it like this. Like the exact wig that he posted, like the style and the color, I'm like, I want it like that. I didn't know that it wasn't going to be a handmade wig because I buy wigs all the time. I've never purchased a wig that wasn't handmade. I've never had that happen to me before. So I didn't know that I needed to clarify or ask, well, did you make this? Did you whatever? Because I've never been sold a wig that was a custom wig that wasn't bundles sewn on a wig cap, frontal closure, whatever, and then I put it on
So he got offended because you knew to this.
because I wanted a local stylist,
You know, goddamn well,
and I wanted to make sure that whatever local stylist that I got,
got me
it
fucked
was
up.
handmade. Because the pre-made ones, like the one he sold me, my head is too small, and I don't have hair to like fill it out. So when I put that wig on, there are like these little hooks in the back.
Right.
So you have to adjust it and hook it on both sides.
But doing that, I have to pull it so tight that it gives me like uncircumcised wig cap in the back, like it's giving extra skin.
Foreskin. It's giving foreskin.
Dude, your description.
He did comment, Nick, and that he did comment. She said why he didn't comment on a post. He commented and said, I make handmade if you know your cap size. I didn't know my cap size, which is why I needed to make the post for me to be able to get a local stylist. I didn't throw shade at dog. I just wanted to make sure that the person that did mine here, that it was going to be handmade, because I now know, like, I can't do the pre-made joints. They don't fit me right. Yeah, for scalp skin. That's what it fucking felt like. Like, you know how when you see like pit bull puppies and motherfuckers grab them by that extra skin on the back of their neck?
Yeah.
That's what the back of my wig does.
What's
It
wrong?
don't fucking fit. I have to make it work, but it doesn't fucking fit my head.
That extra hot dog meat hanging out in the back of your neck.
And this wig cost me $300. Now, that is by far the cheapest wig I've ever purchased. My thing was, I did, Nick. She said, and I went back to your post. You tagged both of his damn accounts. I did. Because I tagged his regular post
Damn enough.
and
Right.
his stylist post.
I want to know.
And even then on that post, when I was like wig by, whatever, then I said styled by because she's the one that put the braids and with everything. He was complaining about that, like, and colored. I thought that counted as fucking wig by. Like, I thought they knew you colored it, but whatever.
Dog, shut the fuck up.
So
I hate him.
what I did was I went up and I corrected it. Okay.
You're fucking up all the wig.
He was
protocol.
actually, is Kayla in the comments? Is she here yet?
Is there another kind of cable?
Well, no, I know she was here earlier, like when she first came, but I want to make sure, like, if she's here.
I don't know.
Because she might have ducked out. I know she had commented from YouTube. But he said, frontals were never supposed to be a couple hundred, and on the string you posted me last, I feel attacked. And it's funny you never posted it when you got it, but when someone else styled it, you did. If we ain't cool, we ain't cool. But I don't play in my face shit. Now here's the thing: when I first got this wig,
grimy.
Why?
Damn.
when I first got this wig, the intent of this wig was for me to go to Vegas. I was supposed to go to Vegas on what, like April 2nd or 3rd or something like that. That's Sunday. I was supposed to get this wig put on April 1st for me to go to Vegas. So even though I purchased this wig well in advance, I wasn't supposed to get it put on until later anyway. After I ended up canceling my Vegas trip, I ended up getting it put on in order to go to the Bucks game on the 24th of March. That day, I got my wig put on, but it's like it was raining and shit, and it wasn't like I wasn't really feeling shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had an attitude because I was running late. It was a lot going on. But I didn't take any pictures in the wig. So I guess he felt offended because as soon as I got the fucking wig, I didn't become fucking selfie queen. I did a fucking OnlyFans video in the wig. This motherfucker saw it. I gave you a shout out on the pod because he was in the comments and said, "Ooh, it looks pretty." And I was like, shout out to Tobias in the comments. He hooked up the wig. He whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave him a live plug.
So
on
what else
the pod.
more could you have done? What else more?
That's what I want to know.
Let's think about what else.
Maybe he wants to be on the pod.
That's what I want to. He's not even here. He's in Arizona. So
Shut
because
the-
I wanted a local person,
Dog, shut the fuck up. I hate dog.
a local person to do a wig for me. Now all of a sudden I'm a terrible friend and I'm playing in his face.
We need that Tyrese clip.
Yes.
What more do you want from me?
Yes. That's what the fuck we need. And it sucks because, like I said, like we go back to 6th grade. So because you took something
Apparently, he's still there.
and felt attacked and were upset
It got
for what?
I mean, I can understand if he, inboxed you and wanted to air his grievances of how he felt. Like, hey, man, I take pride in my artwork because niggas are sensitive about their art. Whatever they do, niggas are sensitive.
That wasn't the first time he said something.
But
Shout out to Tokyo Rose. Like Land, she is amazing, man. I love her. That's my last check. I posted her when I ended up when I went and got my fill. You know, he feels like I wasn't promote because he said something then like you posted everybody with me. I was like, dog, I gave you a live shout out on my podcast. What are you talking about?
Niggas be extra sensitive.
Hey, that last comment is hilarious.
And I think the funny part is, for him to come at me like this, he has never shared a motherfucking Cummer's Candy Closet post. He ain't like, what are you talking about?
You should.
I got a business.
You should tell him.
I didn't get to tell him shit. He blocked me on Messenger.
I was like, you should say suck my dick and move on. Like,
You got technically 3 businesses.
niggas is gay.
Yeah.
Gay.
He's playing around in your face.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
but it's like, but I don't get mad at people.
like, why you
for
get
that-
so spicy, my guy? Like, the spice level of these comments.
You know what I'm saying? Nick, go keep a receipt. Absolutely. Yeah, see, Lilo, if you don't give StreamYard permission, then you come up as Facebook user and it doesn't show your name. You got to give StreamYard permission. Nick said he want to fucking add because what else does he want?
Y'all do what do you want from me, Joe Gift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick said provided and color.
Just want to make sure y'all on y'all game.
Motherfuckers are
No, I
weird.
was gonna do it. Like, do it already.
Motherfuckers are weird. You bought an item, the transaction is over, you don't owe him shit, Lilo. And that's my thing, right? So, me as a customer, because we had a transaction,
Right.
even when I got this wig and it's not what I was used to, I didn't come at you bogus like, oh man, you charged me $300 for this and blah, 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 blah.
For this bullshit.
You had your product. I paid for it. That was it. I didn't come disrespecting you about what I paid for because, like I said, that's the cheapest wig I've ever purchased.
Right. See, when you read that part when he was talking about about the money, I was like, nigga, didn't you just buy like an $800 wig? Like, you be out here with
Right,
$1,000 wigs.
and the only reason why I ended up having to buy that from him, I was about to pay $300 just to get my old wig repaired. But I couldn't get in with her. She didn't have any more openings, so I just bought a new wig from him. So that money was getting spent regardless, and I was finna pay $300 on a wig that I had already paid $800 on just to get the frontal swapped out.
You got a wig from the same chick
Right,
who did Bay on TV wig.
because she's my regular wig
and
person.
this motherfucker complaining.
So and that's my thing. So when I said that, like, I need something that can have my frontal be able to be swapped out, because I have a horrible habit of I pat my head in my sleep and I scratch in my sleep. And if you know anything about frontals, they will go bald. Okay, your
Swallow it
frontal
on
will
that
get
nipple, huh?
alopecia if you're not taking care of your shit. So I need something that my bundles and shit are still good. They still in good shape, but I need my frontal swapped out. So I was going to pay for wig maintenance to ship my wig back. Shout out to Leah Locks. Ship my wig back, have her, disassemble it, put a new frontal on and color it, style it, and send it back to me. So either way it goes, that money was being spent. So I don't understand where I was wrong here.
Okay, this is the story. He's out there in Arizona hurting for some extra business and was banking on you to plug his wig so that he could up his
He
his
shouldn't.
sales.
He has a loyal clientele.
He
He's
ma-
not
apparently
somebody
that
that
he
ain't
really,
that don't
really
know how to
de-
do
he-
hair. Like, he's been doing it for a long
He's
time.
desperate for more. We making up our own scenario now. This is our own narrative. He's
Listening
desperate for more.
Listening to this story, just like I could imagine if a nigga from StockX was to text me like, so you just not gonna take a picture of the shoes? That you just bought for Instagram, my nigga. Like, you're not gonna take a picture of them J's, nigga. I know they J's.
You out here playing in my face.
Bro, you playing in my face, like, bruh, you already overcharged me, nigga. The shoe was $200 in stores, and I spent $3 with you, bitch. Leave me alone.
And that's wild.
He wanted to use some of your notoriety.
Cause just imagine if I hit up all of my fucking customers and shit, like, so you not go send me a video of you using the rose you bought from me.
That is wild.
That's nasty. That's wild. I mean, they probably would, because most of the people that you sell to,
Right,
they like you.
How'd that shit
They
work
fuck
for
with
you?
like that?
I am not a fucking Instagram social media influencer, okay? I could see if you sent me a free product that I was supposed to promote for you, because I've seen people pay for, like, you know, they send free shit to people because they see they got a lot of followers and like, okay, can you wear this shirt for me? And then they never wear the fucking shirt. Like, well, what's up with you wearing the shirt? I thought you was gonna wear the shirt. And
Now
I paid for my shit.
right. That's a good question. Now,
If I paid $300 for this fucking wig and decided to ball it up and wipe my ass with it because that's what one of my customers wanted, I spent my money on it. I can do what the fuck I want to do with it at that point.
that's wild.
Oh, then I asked for snacks.
I want them little sausage things.
You had enough little sausage things in your life.
I haven't, because it wouldn't
That's
get.
why you had a whole
Yo,
episode about little
yo. I don't even feel comfortable asking for the meat and crackers now, Paul.
He got
He wants to know what
a
you're trying to say
charcuterie
about
board.
my consumers, sir.
That's y'all nasty heifers, Nick. You know you a nasty heifer.
Love you, Nikki.
Right. Tier, and it's crazy because it's like it'd be weird ass energy out of nowhere. Like, why would you, especially if you know me like that and like we've been cool for so long, why would you automatically take offense to something thinking that I was on that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. I am a firm believer of, if a motherfucker jump out the window on you like that, they've been feeling some kind of way. Because you don't just go 0 to 60 like that.
So you trying to say he probably got mad that you got the first wig from somebody else and not him?
Well, no, because I've been buying them from them.
Can I
But
say-
anyway,
can I say I'm happy to be at Commerce Closet because I
Thank you.
bring snacks.
all right.
This
Yeah,
is what this is
so-
what I normally do.
This actually
Now
came from a
I
brother
now I
from
have I have another question for y'all.
They left this for us
Because
for,
again, y'all know
appreciation.
how I am about customer service. Now, say y'all are running a business that is appointment based, right? Now I'm talking to everybody here in this room and in the comments.
Appointment based.
You are
Okay.
running an appointment based business.
kind of what I do, but I hear you.
You have a customer that always gets their service from you unless they can't, meaning like whether you out of town, you unavailable or whatever. But they are a very loyal customer of yours. They always come back to you.
We love those.
Now you have this loyal customer and they are never late to their appointments.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologize.
Oh,
I was
oh
going to the
yeah,
group.
right.
I was going to the group.
They always come back to you. They're never late for
Lilo.
their appointments. They tip you at the end of the service. You know, y'all got a good rapport. Y'all also have been cool for years.
I see where you're going.
Now, this person sets an appointment with you early in the week. And on the day of this appointment, they are late. Like, it's like almost 40 minutes late.
I seen something about that recently.
Now-
late.
Now, and
That's real late.
it is.
That's a whole nother haircut.
It is.
Late as
is.
late as fuck.
Now, having this person that is 40 minutes late, you send them a text that says, no call, no show. Thanks a lot. You have a nice day too. This person immediately replies and apologizes and tells you that they accidentally set this appointment for an hour later in their phone. So instead of 5 p.m., the appointment was in their phone for 6 p.m.
Right. Okay.
So it's 5:35.
I can see how that's a fuck up.
Right.
Mhm.
Even send you a screenshot to show you the appointment in their phone. Like, I accidentally set it for the wrong time. I apologize, yada, yada, yada. Now, this appointment was set up for 2 haircuts.
Okay.
You know what? My bad. That was on me. We're right down the street. If you still have time to do just one of us, that's perfectly fine. I'm not even going to try to get, both of us in here.
That's actually a reasonable barber.
Huh?
That's actually a reasonable barber.
No, that's the customer.
No, I'm saying, like, if he was to take it,
Oh, yeah.
do you want cheese?
Always.
Okay.
I love cheese.
Cheese, please.
Oh, I forgot Booty Cheeks was in my phone. Like,
Booty cheeks.
oops.
Booty
Booty,
butt.
booty,
Booty butt.
booty,
Cheek,
booty,
cheek.
booty.
So, well, no need to explain. We had an understanding. I got a 6 o'clock
Okay.
coming, then I'm leaving. Y'all don't feel like that was rude?
That is kind of rude, but at the same time, I can understand the bar. And we're gonna use barber because that's not like something that would happen in a barbershop more than often.
Okay.
I understand that. What?
There's no bag in the
There's
garbage
no
can.
bag in the garbage.
Oh,
can.
because I used that one.
Oh,
I apologize. I didn't put it. I had to move it from where it was because of.
that's okay.
I could also understand from that barber's point of view too, because when you set schedule times, you create things that can do things like a lot of barbers are using Bookski now,
Right.
where Bookski would actually send you a reminder as well too.
Right.
So if you're not using the conventional methods that are being created to make these appointments and schedule these things, you now are playing with my time, because that 5 o'clock slot, I could have moved so many people around to make that time frame for you, because you're
Right,
a loyal
but you're
customer.
talking as a person that just didn't show up versus a person that has showed you that it was just mistakenly scheduled for the wrong time in their phone. So wait, now Nick says, I'd wonder if something was wrong and reach out to them. Kayla
now-
says,
Now that
Kayla says, I would have reached out and asked if you were okay first.
That's my barber, and
yeah,
maybe,
but
maybe that's because
Now,
like,
you and your barber are
One other
also
thing-
like
right, we're
friends,
We're
yeah.
friends.
Right, and me and this motherfucker go way back too. That's what I'm saying. Everybody that I go way back with that been fucking with my hair
They-
been on some bullshit.
They
Back
ain't
away.
fucking with you today.
It said, as someone who deals with customers on a daily basis, I'd be concerned and reach out when they were 10 minutes late.
But also, we don't know what he had scheduled at 6. 6 o'clock could have been something very important. It could have
That
been like
doesn't mean that you had to be rude and be a dick
True,
about it.
I give you that much. Shouldn't have been rude.
And furthermore, I ain't never set no motherfucking appointment with nobody that don't confirm the day before anyway.
True.
Everybody that I set appointment with, especially with hair, they always send a
Hey, bro,
fucking
I tried to
reminder
play
text
devil's
or email.
advocate for you, but you honestly was a rude motherfucker. I'm sorry.
So at that
Go eat
point,
my cracker.
had they been like normal people and sent a fucking message the day before to say, hey, I'm just confirming y'all 5 o'clock appointment for tomorrow, I would have been like, oh shit, I had it in my phone for 6. Let me change it. And I could have been on time.
I tried to
Right.
play devil's advocate, but she brought up a good point. If you really fuck with somebody, you hit them up and say, hey, you still good for tomorrow?
Even when you don't really fuck with them, I always get reminder texts and emails and shit. For every, whether it's a doctor's appointment, hair appointment, lash appointment, I always get reminder texts and emails like, hey, are we still good for, whatever.
In this day
So
and age,
had that happened the day before, I could have noticed like, oh shit, I'm glad you said something because I had it in my phone for 6. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 5. And guess who would have been there at 5? Because even Reed was like, well, what the fuck? Like, we've gotten there sometimes and we've been early, like we had to sit and wait for somebody to get out of their chair further. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that rubbed me the wrong way.
As it should have.
It actually should have.
Here say, if I have a loyal customer who made that mistake, I would just have her come after my last customer. I think some people get to a certain level of cockiness and then be rude as hell. It was the rudeness for me.
It's
Like
always rude.
The well, no need to explain. We had to understand and shit. Like, the fuck is you getting jazzy for? Because I made a mistake.
Whoop his ass.
If folks don't confirm, I leave a message and cancel when I'm at work. Lilo, people who don't extend grace don't value relationships. Character flaw.
Oh, Lilo left and went to YouTube. That was her and
Kayla, same. If my client is late for an appointment, I call or text to check on them. Especially if I'm never fucking late. I'm never late for my appointments ever. And y'all know how hard that is for a bitch like me to be on time. Y'all tell me all the time my body will be late to my own funeral, but I always make it to my fucking haircuts on
Your
time.
nemesis is here.
Shavonda is the Newman of my Seinfeld.
And how'd y'all get to this point? Like, there's a backstory here, and I feel like you
Yeah,
need to
man.
share.
Everybody been assy as fuck with me to pay. And I'm like,
It's
you
the
know what?
Mercury's in retrograde.
That's what it is.
Kayla said it's in micro braids.
Somebody else said that. I see that as a post.
Yeah, but that shit really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, niggas wild.
It's
Very
like
wild.
it's like one motherfucker taking shit wrong that they ain't got no business taking wrong. Then
Bro,
the other motherfucker acting like they don't fuck up shit. Like,
I wish my barber would talk to me like that, fam. After 15 years, bro, I beat your fucking ass.
Damn,
Like-
no barber.
Talk to me like you lost your mind. Like you just said, like it's times that I've
I'm one
come.
piece of meat short.
your
Pause.
your meat and
You
cheese
are,
ratio
bro.
off.
Yeah, man.
I just apparently there's a lot of people who've been short with meat with you lately.
Welcome, Shavonda. I'm happy to have another Gemini in the
I see.
I
comments. here.
too. I see what you did.
Hey,
there.
Shavonda, we still got to ride out. You know, we got some work to do.
What is?
We got some work to do. We got some
Let
beef.
me
We got
find-
some beef to handle.
Y'all gonna
And
whip
that's like
somebody?
me, like,
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
pun intended. What? I would never. I don't tell jokes like that.
This whole show is the joke like that.
But the name is a joke. The name is a pun. Anytime your name come up on something like of my calendar and I'm at a meeting, it was like, oh, it's socially awkward. Oh, what's that show about? Oh shit.
I don't even know how to feel to being invited here. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm still trying
You
to
should
figure
feel
this out.
great. I told you I don't
Actually,
even
you
like
should.
having
You
guests.
feel
And
like
the fact
having
that I've asked you back multiple times,
Right. She only. We've never had no guests here.
Right.
I have.
I had a guest last time. I was like, who was the guest? The
She actually did good on our show.
yeah.
You want to know why? Because like motherfuckers
Tell
got to pull
Tell 'em,
conversation
Shabana.
out you.
But that's what we good at though.
Right. So if I'd have been here that day, I'd had to pull fucking conversation. I hate having to pull conversation out of people. If this is a fucking podcast and our job is to fucking talk, bitch, talk.
You friends with
You and
Sheree,
those
you got
titties are
practice.
certainly welcome.
I don't know. I hate that.
Can we
Hey,
can
where's
we
Shannon?
can we block Shavonda assisting off? Can
Yes,
we just
Margarita, you and
No,
your
we can't.
titties. Come
No.
on through.
I don't
Okay.
block other Geminis,
You gotta
All
sit
right.
next to me.
no matter how terrible they are.
Where,
All right.
Where's Shavonda and Moose and Squirrel at? Or Shannon, my fault. Where's
Hey,
Shannon and
hey,
Moose
so
and
real
Squirrel?
talk. If you got beef,
I
if
think
you
Shannon
got
was there
beef,
on time. I think she was
if you
supposed
got
to.
beef, call
I couldn't
Shavonda.
tell because Facebook
Right, she was
uses
on
it.
Facebook.
She down for
No,
whatever.
it was all Lilo.
She down
Oh,
for
that was
whatever.
all
Oh,
Yeah, and the
okay.
new one is Dino.
I know because he always say, "Yo, that's right, we stick together."
Well, Moose and Squirrel was going through some stuff.
I know that's why.
so-
That's why I'm asking because I'm worried.
Right, she might be
Yeah.
you
You
know,
know.
taking
Well,
the time
because
to
I know she was dealing with some stuff, but I tagged her because sometimes
Yeah,
you
I
just
just, you
need
know, I
to
get
take a
work.
minute and get a laugh out of something.
Right.
So
That's what
she
they
can
come
smile
here.
a little
People
bit,
come
you
here.
know, that's what we
Believe it
here
or
for.
not, people come here to laugh with us to forget the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
So I was worried about Moose and Squirrel.
Rita said she want to sit by Juan so she could punch him.
Why everybody want to fight Juan? What the fuck is
Yeah,
wrong
you the
with
biggest
y'all?
I mean,
nigga in the
ain't wrong.
room. Nigga
Ain't wrong.
using jail mentality. You go fight the big nigga.
All right,
And well, I
so
think our birthday is like a day apart from each other, isn't it?
When's your
Who?
birthday?
July 5th.
I don't know, I'm on the
No,
first.
he on the first.
First, okay, it's a couple days.
There's
All
a
right.
white dude at his job that's on the third.
mm,
Yeah.
He's just like me.
Yeah.
It's terrible too.
Juan
So
C.
we might have similar
all right, so
tendencies.
Tone is about to queue up
Yeah.
my Facebook story for those who
Don't say
missed
yeah.
it or just need to see it
You got
again.
real excited, bro.
Because I want to get it over
I
with.
got a story for y'all.
No,
so-
because I want to get it over with. Like when you gotta work, you want
Yeah.
to be done with work for the day. That's what it is.
I said like Little John. Yeah.
Oh, y'all
the
fucking
level
cool.
of excitement.
I don't know how you feel about this tomato after the story I told you.
Why are you eating tomatoes?
Because the little grape tomatoes is fire.
Intro clip video.
All
man.
right.
Don't be getting this
Yes,
shit off
Rita.
key.
Okay, so I told y'all that I was about to do some outdoor content. I had everything planned out.
Ooh.
I knew where we were going, where I was setting the cameras up. Like I had the whole scene just planned out in my head. Like I'm a visionary. I'm a visionariist. Okay, that I'm a visionariist today. I thought I had everything in the bag.
Seth Rollins, you a visionary.
Seth Hogan.
Baby, let me tell you how I did not, in fact, have everything in the bag like I thought I did. Because what I didn't plan on this nigga doing was showing up 30 minutes late when he was only 5 minutes away from our shooting location. What I didn't plan on was him bringing a female that he's actively having sex with as our cameraman. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm not a jealous person. That nigga's not mine. He can do what he do. Baby, we need those extra hands for angles, okay? But the issue is, knowing that we were shooting today, what do you think that he did? Sorry, y'all, I had to moisturize my lips. I was sucking dick in the sun. But you know how they say don't have sex before you have a big basketball game? Porn is the same exact fucking way. Like, why would you go and have sex and now you can't even get hard because you're exhausted, you're spent, there's nothing left. And don't think, oh, well, maybe it's just you, me. No, me and her tried, okay? It was dead. Because it was lit. Like, the trains was going by and shit. Nigga, the conductor was, hey, like, throwing, like, he was excited and shit to ride past and see that. So now niggas got a story to go and tell, you know, the other niggas that be riding the trains and shit. Like, you'll never believe what I saw in my shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch with pink hair getting ate out on a rock. It was dope.
Oh no, right.
Yeah, so I didn't get a complete scene with him, but I did make an executive call and I decided to just do a solo scene on location. So you will still have a scene. It just won't be him in, you know, the entire video. But yeah, that's how my day went.
So sucking dick in the sun makes your dip.
So
look
right
dry.
here,
Apparently.
now,
You need some
if you
Carmex.
caught that text message at the end, this is where he is writing me at 6 o'clock in the morning, the very next morning, to ask me if I wanted to try shooting again. I asked him if he had a honey pack or something on deck.
What's a honey pack?
You have no idea how many people asked me what the honey pack was.
gas station Viagra from what I keep hearing.
It's basically if Popeyes ever had honey when you pulled up, put Viagra in it. It's a pack of honey, but it's like a sexual
Is
enhancement.
that what Kevin Samuels had?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Kevin Samuels has some horny goat weed.
They said that in a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Didn't mix.
I'm assuming that's Dino talking about porn is absolutely not like a game, fam. It is.
He spells I like that.
Yeah. But I was upset, okay, for several reasons. Now, one, I don't trust him with my locations. Now I know that sounds fucked up, but I don't. Like, I feel like if I tell him like, oh, well, I was thinking about, doing this here or there, like all of a sudden, dog, just for him or me. Oh,
You
thank
got
you.
to dry sun digging lip.
Whatever. One of y'all serve me, please. I appreciate it.
You was getting served by the train already,
But
motherfucker.
no, apparently he wasn't. That's the problem.
Right, that's the problem. So
Apparently, this man came not only with his own cameraman, but his own fluffer.
Somebody got to tell me about this honey pack, though.
The
when you get done.
fluffer.
Yeah. A lot of people because Dino said that the
honey works.
The honey works. Yeah, I've seen a couple people, swear, but I've seen bitches sneaking and squeezing it in the niggas' drinks and shit. But
putting that in my drink.
I'm right, like what if niggas allergic and shit? You just out here trying to get a nut, and this nigga just goes out in hives. Ooh, hives. I ain't catch that.
I'll look
Okay.
it up. Let me do some research while you talk.
I'm so happy because Tone didn't have his glasses on today, so we couldn't take them off.
Removed them after that one.
The only reason why I looked at her like that because that is definitely a KT joke.
It is.
They probably will go to jail. Who knows?
Who's going to jail?
But yeah, so I don't trust him with my locations to just be like, hey, well, I got a couple of ideas. I was thinking maybe we could do something here and there and there. So the first location that I went to, unfortunately, park maintenance was doing work. Them motherfuckers weren't going nowhere. I'm like, all right, that's a bust. I'll try this again another day. So I had to drive all the way to my second location. Once I cleared that location and I'm like, all right, this is good to go. We got all this open. Nobody's coming. We good. I knew the trains was running, but shit, that's a good background shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck about the train people. So I hit him up and I'm like, where you at? He tells me where he's at. I'm like, oh, well, shit, you right down the street. I'm here, such and such. Oh, all right. I'll be there in a minute. Like 5 minutes, whatever. Almost 35 minutes go by. And the train is coming. So I send him a pic of the train. And I'm like, now this would have been dope in the back of our shot. How long is it going to take you? Oh, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Now, I don't know if at that time he was currently fucking and was, recording content or whatever, which in that case, I wish he would have just said that. And I'd have been like, you know what? We can do this another day. It would have taken nothing to just go another day. Like, I fucked you. So I know that you can't keep going like that. So you should have known that you can't keep going like that. I've had instances where it was just us and like we got started on a scene and it's like if the nigga get cold or anything, like he get weird and shit, then it's like I can't finish my scene. And he knows I get attitudes when I can't finish my scene.
He can't control his little man.
Right. So, they finally show up. She's driving. We get out, introduce us or whatever. And as soon as they pull up, like I see him, I cut the truck off because it was hot that day. So I was sitting in there with the air on. So I'm grabbing my bag or whatever. And he's like, dang, you can't even look me in the face. I'm like, man, I'm just ready to get this shit done. Like, hi.
Was the bitch you brought cute?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay.
Was
that at least a saving grace? Like, you fuck up, but this bitch kind of cute.
No,
Oh,
because that has nothing to do with my money.
okay.
That doesn't console my pockets.
Didn't you do some work with her?
Nope.
So here's the thing. So we go and we walking down the train tracks. We find a spot, and I'm like right here, or whatever. So I'm setting up, and she like, oh man, she got order, whatever, because I care about my shit. You know, they got their iPhone, and I got my GoPros. I got my my DJI
All
Osmo. I
types
got
of
all
stuff.
my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting up. I'm lining up shots. I'm making sure the sun ain't glaring. I'm doing my shit because this is what I do.
You like Martin Horshazy.
Hey, hot you
Give
on
me
that
some.
one, dog. That was fire. You
Man,
dug deep.
I'm
and
telling you,
going
man, I'm
in on that one,
I'm
dog.
a pod guy. That's
That
why
was good.
I'm on the
Who
pod.
said that was very Cosby of these bitches? Yeah, I've seen it like on. Now I don't know if they like did it because you know people be doing anything for likes and shit on TikTok. So I don't know if the guy knew or not, but yeah, I have seen it. But
That
it
was
was
a good
like,
one for real.
we just said I've had some honeycock. Maybe we didn't wait for it to kick in because I didn't notice a change. Me either. And that's
Takes
what I
about
said.
30
I
minutes
said
to kick in.
I think he took it too close to us having sex because he still tapped and couldn't like.
Yeah, it takes you about a good 30 minutes to kick in.
It was
So it's
longer
like-
than 3 minutes, so it must be like based on
says-
body weight or some shit.
This is Royal Honey. I guess that's one of the options. Royal
That's
Honey
the main one people use. That's the gold pack.
VIP. Yep.
Yeah.
Contains tadalafil
Tone gotta relax.
and Cialis.
Cialis.
What did you do? Why you gotta relax, bro?
Knowing me, who knows?
So it's got real shit in it.
So is that shit like gotta kick in like an edible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes like
Basically,
30
which I've
45
had by the way.
Well,
So if I
Cialis-
suddenly get, that's why.
I feel you.
Cialis is supposed to be faster than
And I got home one time out of road.
Viagra.
Viagra. It's supposed to kick in faster than
Yeah.
Viagra.
That's what be in them.
But anyway,
pills.
Yeah.
So I'm setting up everything. I'm lining up my shots, and I'm good to go. I'm like, all right, you ready? So while I'm over here doing the shot, she rubbing the nigga down with baby oil and shit, so he can be shining and shit in the shot. You know,
Bro,
she's
it's hot
doing her
as a bitch
job.
outside.
Yeah.
He was trying to cook himself.
Yeah, so we go by this
You know,
really
wow.
it's this really pretty graffiti wall, right? So I'm like, all right, I set up right there and get the angle.
Doing it for the
I'm like,
culture.
all right, my cameras is rolling. Now, one thing that pissed me off is like some of the shit that I did have, she's in my fucking shot like this over us. Like, so she's in my way on my camera. You have to learn how to do this shit without
ain't-
being in my way.
She ain't camera woman before.
Like, you got a duck crouching tiger hitting dragon and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's because they be using iPhones, fam.
yeah. So I get started and it's just kind of like, and I'm like, all right, maybe
You
dog
gotta
is
leave my
nervous
mics alone.
because we outside. You know what I'm
Dick
saying?
was dangling in the heat, fam?
So
So a baked potato and the stem is just hanging.
Shriveled up eggplant.
so anyway,
Carrot with the grass on the top.
so now when we first like,
Bugs Bunny wouldn't have wanted it like that.
so we standing there and I'm thinking like, all right, we trying to get this shot or whatever. So we starting and he like, man, he was like, I kind of want to come out these pants because like so I can get comfortable. I was like, shit, take them off. Ain't nobody out here. So he's now butt naked by the train tracks in his Yeezys and some tall white Nike socks.
Doing it for
But
the
she had to
by
tell him.
graffiti. If that ain't hip hop,
She was like,
With his dick out.
fix your
that's
socks.
all hip hop all the time.
And I think that's why I'm so
I'm on
mad,
train with
y'all.
my dick in my hand.
Now don't get me wrong, like
All
because
hip-hop.
like with his build and like his skin tone and everything, like it looked good. Like they were, like taking pictures and shit. But I'm mad because he's been posting these photos on Twitter. Like this nigga just took a butt naked photo shoot, basically. And now you blowing my spot. Like I couldn't even get the content that I needed out of you. And if anything, he could have been like, you know what? My bad for today. How about we come back tomorrow? Like the same spot, because the idea was dope. And then we try this again. So
I
we
don't
could
know
have
why
just
that
scrapped everything we did the first time. But no, he started going and advertising shit on fucking Twitter right away, talking about some, I recorded a lot of content today. Nigga, we didn't even fuck. We literally did not have sex.
What did he? Well, maybe he recorded some other shit before you.
Like, but when he put that caption, it was him in the background of the graffiti. He did do content earlier.
I mean, but
That's why
He didn't have to
That's a-
use my background
no,
for that
that's a-
caption
that's a
when
dope pic.
you didn't even fucking record
Is
a
this
lot
two?
of
Is this
content.
two examples of niggas trying to take advantage of your spot? It
Niggas,
look-
niggas be trying to live in your spotlight.
Niggas using your shit.
My mom, now, believe it or not, like I told
Third?
my mom the story.
Oh,
My mom was actually upset. Like my mom,
Your woman
because
or
she
mine?
knows how
For
much
sure. Okay.
effort I put into my content. Like I like to have dope ideas and scenes and do new shit. That's why, like, now that it's nights outside, I know my subscribers love public content. I've been on the Riverwalk. I've been everything else.
Fam, don't be busting it
Hating
down.
how? How am I hating? Please tell me how I'm hating,
Don't
because
be
I'm upset that he's using something that was my fucking idea that I can't even put together because he ruined it. How am I hating? Please explain this to me.
Hey,
I will wait. I will take a sip of water while I wait.
But how is he?
Don't be busting it down on the bike trail this summer,
I
dog.
think he's saying that you hating that he took this glory.
How you hating? But
He
he's
was
shaking.
joking.
But he's shiesty. at the
No,
same
I
time.
said
Kimmy Poo.
I said before I started that it looked good. I said that. I said
That's-
because of his body, his skin tone, and everything. When he
And
was,
he was all glistening.
it looked
Glisten
good.
all
all
over
over
your
my body.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
And this is why the Death Fresh show has been going on for.
Oh, D was playing with me. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Glistening
You did get
all
heated, though.
over
He said,
your
"Hands up, don't shoot."
balls.
Because this is still a sensitive topic for me right now, because I am upset that I spent, like, this literally took me hours to deal with.
Glistening like
Because
a
from the
brick
time I
wall.
left my house, going to the first location, trying to wait for them to she not talking about that. She talking about because he couldn't get hard. She talking about me doing her.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
That's what she's talking about.
I'm off for that.
What, did I miss something?
Oh well, we was on see, she's talking about she got her thing line. Yeah, see, we need that.
You gotta what the
Did she
No.
buy the double the straplet strap?
No, I did sell that though. I'm waiting
yeah,
on
what
reviews.
what you bought, Kim?
So well, see, Kim will benefit from free because I will use my own inventory on her, so she don't even got to pay for it.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kim in the Kim lab.
That's my baby, y'all.
That's all of our
Yeah.
babies.
But
We love Kim here.
so I'm upset because the time that it took me to drive out to the first location,
Yes, sir, Dino.
and then try to like wait it out to see if the park maintenance was just like, if it was just like a,
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, they over here, like this finna be they,
They're gonna be working here for a couple of weeks.
they can't watch. He said I can't say gotta watch the content. They
Well,
can't.
the content. Oh damn, it's you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh no, we can't watch that, G. And we won't watch that.
Nah.
Yeah, but
well, y'all ain't gotta.
so once I realized that that was a
Thanks lot,
bus,
Tommy.
Sorry, I'll
I ended
I'll
up
share.
driving, which was
you
on
won't.
all the way on the other side of town.
Moose and Squirrel.
Hey, boo.
We were just talking about you. We missed you.
Yep.
You okay?
I hope you're feeling better.
Moose and squirrel.
So then I have to drive all the way on the other side of town in order to get to the tracks. So this is already time burnt that I wasn't planning on, whatever.
And
Yeah.
gas.
And gas like $75.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that
And
was-
then because he was late, I am sitting in my car for almost 40 minutes running it with the air on because it was hot as fuck
right,
that
right.
day.
You cooking. You got leather seats, so the air definitely was on. Hey, you need to compensate you for gas.
Right, then this nigga showed up and oiled himself down and got naked with his. Fuck him! That was wrong
That's
with
the
niggas.
problem. She tried to.
Dog, niggas is nasty.
So, so like I said, we
This
go
is
down
the
there.
oiling up that bottle of you, bro.
Bro, fam showed up. He got ass naked. He was like,
With some
hey,
Yeezys and Nike socks
rub me down. Right, like
with his own fluffer.
Yeah.
he might really be a diva.
Now she is also a content creator. She's a content creator too, but I don't know if they're dating or whatever.
And she doubles as a
Because when I was
cameraman.
going back, like through my footage, trying to, see what I could salvage, like I saw him, like he was, oh, that looked good, like kissed her on the cheek, so it was like affection there. So I'm like, I don't know if because he liked her, maybe his dick wouldn't work because he was like, damn man, she watched. I don't know what it was.
Maybe,
But I was annoyed.
Why would you bring why you bring a date to an OnlyFans shoot?
Friend, when somebody
What?
bring a date to a fucking sex party. This world is weird.
Yeah, we definitely been waiting on you.
Did you say that was his fluffer? It wasn't his fluffer.
I mean, that's what her job
That's
title
basically
was
what
for the
she was-
moment.
The way Mimi
She was
story
there to record. I don't think she was initially supposed to be a fluffer because we didn't know that he was gonna need fluffing.
Right.
Now to oil him down and shit, help him, whatever. But I don't think that,
When he wouldn't come to the party, she tried to help him out.
you know.
So that's what made her by default the fluffer. Because she wasn't finna fuck him. She just sucked his dick to get hard.
Yeah.
Which it never did,
And-
apparently.
Dino said he won that day. We only salty because it's Mimi that he did it to. I would be salty for anybody because I know how people are about their money.
Wait, why we salty?
And that's a money play.
We crack jokes about everybody.
Right. I'm like, first of all,
I
nigga had on
I feel like
Yeezys.
I am entitled to financial compensation.
He had on Yeezys and
He
Nike
gave you me,
socks.
gave you
He was
mesothelioma.
perpetrating.
Yeah. So
Does Yeezy even have a company anymore, or is it just solo?
It's Adidas.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't with Adidas no more.
You should post it
So,
with funny music.
you know, after we do, a little head scene or whatever, we're like, all right, let's move this over to The Rock. So there's this big slab of cement. Now I have to have. I'm obviously not gonna just lay ass naked on The Rock. But I had on a sundress that day because I could just lift up easy access. So I lay
season.
on The Rock, legs up, and he goes to town, numbing, right?
Smell what the pussy was cooking.
Now, while he is in the middle of,
Having brunch.
we hear another train coming. He gets up like, oh, I was like, me and her both was like, what the fuck? That's good for the city. Like, oh, okay. So he keeps going.
Does he lay on his belly with his feet in the air?
Well, not in this particular instance. He was like,
I mean,
he was straddling the, because it was like a cement bed kind of thing. Like,
Nigga was just
Where was this at?
I'm just saying, like, this
I'm-
nigga still
I'm
got
not-
on Yeezys, bro.
niggas dick
She's not gonna
rubbing
tell you on
contest.
air, bro.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to actually.
It's somebody's train yard.
Yeah.
I want to know where she even found that.
so D said, I still don't know how that head don't get him back up. I don't get it.
He had
Neither
two
one of
heads.
ours did
He had
because
two heads.
so after this,
He got 2 dick sucks and couldn't get hard.
so after this,
and a honey pack. Let's not forget that.
no,
Yeah.
he didn't have a honey pack. That was somebody else.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He was fucking
so
before this.
That's what we said.
after
when we came to the conclusion.
eating or whatever, he ready to have sex and he's trying, but it's like it's not given, okay?
It's not giving what a gay.
So he was like, damn man, my shit tripping. Like, hold on, give me a minute. So I have to stop all the cameras because I don't want my batteries running down. And I'm, waiting and shit, and just kind of it's like, and then one of my cameras that I'm using is my phone, so I can't even like fucking Facebook and shit and keep myself occupied because then I'm gonna have to reset everything up. So I'm just kind of literally just sitting there twiddling my fucking thumbs, like.
You
Waiting
and her
and
should
shit.
started fucking.
So that's one of the questions I have to answer because people were asking. So when he sees that it's not working because like we're trying to suck it, we like 69 in on this big ass slab of concrete. It's just
That's wild.
What?
and
Wait,
another
wait.
another
That's wild.
train comes.
Oiled up in the sun on a big slab of concrete.
Another
Oh, his back black as fuck.
another train comes from
Then
the
I pull out the
opposite
spatula.
direction while we are now on the 69 on the Rock. So train
sounds like
conductor
a
is
drink.
just like so
Can I get a 69 on the rock? You want a shorter?
and it's just it's not working. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. So then I go over and I'm kind of like just kind of moseying around at this point, like, well, shit. Like I'm checking the time because I still have to go get Jelly Bean from school at 4:00. So I'm watching the clock.
This is crazy.
So he
A
comes
day-
over.
This is really a day in the life.
Yeah. So
It's wild,
It's
ain't it?
wild. It's wild.
so he goes over
I
and
got
gets
shit to do.
and get some Patron. I guess he's trying to get a drink and see if that can like rev him up some. So we come over, ask me if I want a drink. I'll take a couple swigs. So I'm sitting there just waiting. So then he asks, he's like, well, do you mind doing a double head scene? So I'm like,
Oh,
at
he
this
actually
point-
won that night.
at
Didn't
this
he?
point, I don't
He
care.
actually won that night. He had a nice photo shoot. He got some 69.
Let me
scenes.
say,
He got a
hey,
double head.
Hey,
scene.
wait.
But
did he
it
say-
just
did he say-
it
did he
was
say-
not coming alive.
Did he say, "Get it hard for me"?
That's basically he said to both of them. Get it hard for me.
Get it hard for me.
A single mom who works 2 jobs. Buddy Noodle was broken.
Kayla said you should have just did a solo shoot after he didn't show it in about 20 minutes, then packed up and went home. See, the thing with this is I am very terrified of things, okay? On the outside. Like butterflies and shit was flying around. It's just certain shit I can't do by myself. I freak out because if I got down there and there was like a grasshopper or something, I would have went nuts.
Take a look.
But after not working, like because we was both trying and it wasn't working. I got up. She was still going, and I mean she was going, and it wasn't working. So he was like, man, it's her fault, man, because she wanted it and whatever. She was like, don't blame me, and they were just going back and forth.
So
I'm
we
like-
went from a passionate forehead
So
kiss
he,
earlier.
so
to
he
like,
tried
stop
to blame
lying on me.
her for wanting sex from him. She was like, "You could have said no." He was like, "Man, you begged me for it." So I'm like, I really don't care about any of this.
Right,
Because
like,
y'all wasted
hey.
the fuck out of my time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what? You knew when he said he was gonna be late that he was fucking.
no, I didn't.
I
You
thought you.
didn't.
I thought you said. That
I
you-
didn't know until this moment right here where he
Okay.
started explaining.
All right.
I didn't even know about them two. I thought that he was having like stage fright or something because we were out in the fucking open. Because he's had performance issues
Get up,
before
Craig.
with a camera. So
He was in there smacking that mother. Wake up!
the very
up.
first
No, that's
time,
what Kimmy said.
the very first time that I tried to use a cameraman with him, it wouldn't work. Remember, I told y'all he
okay,
looked
that-
like he was finna cry.
Same
The
dude.
nigga had to
Okay.
go to the car and smoke and shit because it wouldn't come alive. So I'm thinking like maybe it's just performance anxiety when other people are not joining, but they're watching and filming. It wasn't until he started to explain and blame her that I said, this motherfucker fucked and did content shit before he got here, knowing like that he can't keep going like that.
Oh, he
Which
had
is
to-
surprising because he's a young guy. So it's like, why
you
don't
don't
you
even
still
understand.
have that ability? Like
He
niggas,
drinks Patron.
niggas fuck a bitch and cheat and go home and fuck that bitch all the time. What is wrong with that?
I blame Flaming
Like, why
Hots.
wouldn't your shit work?
Flaming Hots.
I definitely
Don't,
blame
don't,
him.
don't blame Flaming Hot.
Bro, they putting flaming hots in everything now, bro.
I eat Flaming
He
Hot.
said we need his side of the story. Invite him because how?
we don't.
Actually, when I asked him if he had a honey pack, he never responded to me. So
Yeah, like don't blame Flaming Hots. I eat Flaming Hots and my dick works just fine.
All right. Well, it didn't counter reacted with his
understand.
nervousness.
I gotta
Maybe
go.
he had a flaming hot.
See, I
Mountain
can't.
Dew.
Tone ain't really working the comments, and it's hard for me over here because I'm used to
I ain't got my glasses on.
clearly.
Matter of fact, where are
You said, "Hey, we need to add a few of them honey packs to my porn pack from now on." Yeah,
you sell them on your site?
no,
Hmm.
I actually don't sell stuff like that because it's like I have to go through like different like
Vendors.
protocols and
Yeah.
shit in order to sell like pills and like
We can't
enhancements
just,
like
we
that.
just can't go get something.
All right, let's take a moment right here. Just to, I'm going to ask this question. So apparently, them shits at the gas station actually work.
Yeah, that's where they come from.
Okay. I see them at
Oh,
the gas station. I thought they
I
were
didn't know
like
they got
small-
them. I see. I be seeing people like get them offline, like Amazon or shit like that. I didn't know.
I mean,
they had
that
them at
is
gas
because niggas don't want to pay full price, but most of the time you can get.
I
most
see.
of
I see the shit at the gas station. I just
Yeah.
didn't. I
You
think
know
that
how
shit is
much
some.
Hawk Beeb is whacking for the horny goat weed?
Bruh.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Now, you remember back in the
Habib.
days it was Tommy would know this. You remember the Spanish fly?
Yeah.
Nick said he didn't win. I personally don't understand how he won because it didn't.
I need.
It
one.
wasn't complete. Like nothing happened. Like I mean, he got some pussy during the day, and that was great. But I don't see how it would be considered a win for both of us because we didn't
No,
get
no,
to do shit.
no.
I
You
gotta
didn't
do-
win.
He
He
won.
won.
He won. We see why he
No,
won.
I'm saying how it's a win for both of us, as in me and her,
Then you kind of
That's
got
why
both
I
of us.
That's why I said y'all didn't win shit.
I don't understand how it's a win for him to have both of us when I technically wasn't had. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Did you suck his dick?
Fuck.
Did you suck his dick?
Does it count if it don't get hard?
The people
Meat-
said it does.
Meat was in mouth. It
Mm.
counts.
Right. And there was saliva
Yeah.
in your attempt to get it hard.
Kim said, "Get up, Craig."
Fight,
I
Greg.
should have bit his nuts like that lion.
Oh my!
What?
Should have
When
given
a lion want to have sex, she'll bite his nuts
Oh yeah.
if
you
he
posted
ain't
that.
until he ready to go.
Hey, that lion looks sad, the bitch.
I don't,
So depressed.
I don't think biting my nuts is gonna help.
They should have gave him
Well, I'd
a
have felt better.
should have gave him a
Shit.
dirty tennis ball.
You said probably just lead in the water. Hey, who that? You're new.
You said, "Get up, Craig."
And her wig was fire.
It was. I'm saying that's new.
It was fire.
Oh.
Shout out to her.
Jeanette.
Oh,
When
she.
you do Moose and Squirrel, let us
Jeanette
know.
was tagged earlier in the comments by Terrence when I was talking about the wig situation. She makes wigs,
Okay. Oh,
you
you
can
see
tell.
you
Let's
see
go
her-
back.
you see her pink
Look,
wig?
that wig is flawless.
and that's my cup.
that wig is on point.
Shout
And
out to
that's my
Jeanette.
color.
Jeanette,
I'm
I
always
like-
buying pink wigs.
And I bet you if you came on the show after she made you a wig and said thank you, Jeanette, she'd be like, thank you. And that'll be it.
It would
Right,
be
she would
appreciated.
appreciate
And she
it.
appreciate that shit.
Because
She
you
won't be
said
all in
thank
your
you live on your platform.
she won't be all in your inbox talking about you could have said thank you again.
Right. You could have said thank you a little more bass in your voice, bitch. Get spicy out here.
Like,
2%
God
of biscuit.
damn.
Out here fronting on the streets.
Well, for real, what the fuck is a honey pack?
Honey pack is the
No. I'm reading the comment
oh
as you posted.
oh
Yeah,
Kim wasn't here for when we
Right.
explained what it
Yeah, I
was.
didn't know what a honey pack was. Either,
So
A lot
Dino
of
basically
people.
just told her.
yeah, I'm not familiar.
Yes, we are. No, we not. Take hers off. We go ignore her.
What the hell?
Wait, we got both the walkers here.
Oh, hey, this is gonna be
This
good.
is gonna be a wild show today.
See, even Rita agrees. I should have bit his nuts.
What the fuck?
Where do you need to
So-
chill?
Now, anyway, to finish the story, I leave her over there. Like, you know what? You go ahead and
You got it, buddy.
chew on that rope. I'm done.
But wait, before you come. All this time, are you ready?
I'm always
Everybody's
ready.
Okay.
You stay ready. You ain't got to get
It don't
ready.
take me nothing to get ready. I'm ready. Like
all right.
that's
This
my
is like time go by. Like, all right, I got to start all over your whole thought process. So you just
no.
You
I
stay
be in mode. I be ready to go.
1 or 10 hours activate kind of
You
shit.
ain't got to
so at
get
this point,
ready.
He is sitting down on the little cement slab. I mean, she's sitting on a little cement slab, and she's just and I see her like kind of like trying to wake it up.
That motherfucker flaccid as a bitch.
Meanwhile, I am climbing up. I am climbing up a ledge with my ass out, with my towel, laying it out and shit. And I'm setting up cameras. I just started a solo scene right there on the side of the train tracks.
Nope. You missed all of it,
The fact
Terry.
that all y'all was just in this public area.
The fact that
just
nobody
ass out.
filled up my plate, and I asked y'all like 30 minutes ago. Y'all trash.
I
We
thought,
did
I
fill
thought
it up.
your plate was.
Yeah.
He literally handed you the plate.
My plate is right there. It never moved.
Oh,
Oh,
He handed when I wish. Never mind.
I wasn't paying attention.
See?
My apologies. I'm a
you
terrible
might as well
host.
keep that tray over there then, because
Right.
that's all that's left.
You eat the meats.
I do.
There
We
you go.
got the meats.
Yeah. So
Still trying to figure out who's keeping Arby's in business.
I end up doing
Everybody.
doing a solo scene instead. Now, because people wanted to know, like, hey, did you and her? No, we did not.
You probably should have.
It just, I was so annoyed. Like, I can't
think
even
the-
tell you
I think
how pissed off I was that this occurred. And I think the reason why I'm so mad is because I feel like it was preventable. Because it's not like we had just talked that day and was like, it was random. Like, oh, we should do content today. It's nice. I was like, oh, all right, I'll meet you. We had planned this already for this day.
How old is he?
12.
I was slapping.
20?
Childish as fuck.
He old
I don't
enough
know.
to know better. Like nigga, if you know,
Young enough to where his dick should work on command.
if you know that your dick works once a day
Oh my.
or once every 6 to 8 hours,
Oh my.
you probably should save it for the pussy that makes
6
the
to
money.
8 hours. Wow.
You should probably save.
Couldn't y'all
your-
fake it? I don't know.
No,
You wanted folks to give out the mush push?
no.
Shavonda,
Imagine nigga on camera just stroking with a
Shavonda
flaccid.
had Arby's 2 days ago. There you go.
So,
Oh, everybody trying to get Terry caught up.
yeah, the angle that we were in, like,
She keeps saying it.
What?
Show us your boobs.
mm-mm.
Who was that?
Oh, Terry?
Yeah.
Nikki's sister.
You have a sister?
No, Nikki's sister.
Oh, Nikki's sister.
I don't have titties. They're on vacation.
This Nikki.
Gotcha. Oh. Show us your boobs.
Don't want the mush push.
Right.
That is-
But so I
You
did
go
end
play
up
video
getting
game.
so I got some squirt videos for y'all, but it wasn't what I was planning on being able to give y'all. And I'm upset about that. Because I had it all planned out and it was fucking perfect. Damn, I spit on mine. I'm sorry. I'm trying to chew my meat.
You chewing meat that day. How we
But
got
This
here.
meat was stiff when I put it in my mouth. Shit.
I had to try to stuff a soft one in me.
And you know the crazy part? I hadn't been recording with anybody because y'all know how last week I just told y'all that I liked somebody and I was trying to date, right? So I wasn't even recording with anybody. And I had told dog, like, I'm not working with no guys right now. It's just, it's either girl stuff or solo stuff. my plan was to only, if I did any guy content, it would only be with the guy that
You were trying to date.
right that I was trying to date.
How long did that last?
6 weeks.
No,
Okay, so I'll get in a minute.
I know. I need to know a number
get
to
out
see
of
if
it.
I won the pool.
I get that in a minute. No, but but with him, I am a very like, I try not to be this way, but I made a post earlier saying that there's no balance for me. I'm either super nonchalant, like fuck it,
Non-chainlet.
or I really care.
That's what
So-
they said on TikTok.
Now, how do y'all feel? Because I feel like I wasn't unreasonable, but if
You
you were
probably
dating
were.
somebody,
Okay.
now I don't keep tabs on people, right?
Clean up your
Probably
mess.
should.
People don't keep tabs on me, but there's a thing that I do when I'm dating people, like, common courtesy type shit. So how when I was going to Vegas, motherfuckers knew that I was supposed to be going to Vegas.
Right.
It wasn't no just, oh, well, what you doing? Shit, finna board my plane.
Who does that?
So that was strike one, because he didn't even I didn't even know that the motherfucker was finna go out of town, work or not. I didn't know. So why the fuck didn't I know? So I'm like, all right, you got to make it up to me now, type shit. You're like, all right, baby, I know. So then I'm like, you got to send me a nut video. That's my thing.
What?
You see, I make him send me nut videos saying my name when he come. So, all right, I'm around a bunch of
Take my
people right
glasses
now.
off.
Can I send it to you tomorrow? Yes, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying that you have to send it to me right this minute, but this is what I want, and you owe me because you didn't even tell me that you was going out of town in the first place.
I feel like I learned so much about you sitting here that I don't want to know.
What does that do for you?
It's valuable
Power.
information.
I don't.
It's fucking power to her.
Yeah.
She controls these niggas.
And niggas send you.
Who in the comments frowning?
You like Shang Tsung?
Probably Jacob.
Yeah,
Everybody
so-
else that left it.
Go to the bathroom and send
So
it
I was
now,
supposed to get my
motherfucker.
video on Saturday because he's supposed to be coming home Sunday anyway, right? Saturday comes and goes, no video. Sunday comes and goes, still no video. Monday, he sends me like the little emoji eyes and shit. And I'm like, you know what?
Who that is? Because they're not showing it in the group.
Huh?
I don't know who that is. They're not in the group.
So you sent your emoji eyes
Yeah.
and the eggplant with the 3 water drops.
A nut video, a masturbation video, where he is beating his penis, he ejaculates, and calls my name as he ejaculates.
Terry needs to
All right.
I don't like how you just described that.
I don't like
They
how-
wanted to know. They said a who video, so I had to tell them.
I don't like how he told you it's got to be Jacob.
Ban, where's the video?
Bitch ass nigga.
You
Go in the bathroom and do that shit now, bitch ass nigga,
You know,
hoe ass nigga.
but I'm like, all right, it is what it is. I
What
get
kind
it.
of angle do you have to get for that?
Well, it depends.
Bruh.
Like, do you get the undercarriage that way? Like you get balls and dick, and then it kind of drip on you. Nothing on your camera is crazy.
It depends. Some people do. I know they do for OnlyFans.
Dog,
And you can
don't
hear it.
don't ever
You can
borrow
hear it 'cause
anybody's
it-
phone.
kinda
Ever.
Right,
thump.
just-
Ever.
It kind of thump.
Ever.
Can I use your phone?
Don't borrow
that-
mine because I just squirted on my
nah.
phone a couple times while recording. It shoots far. Shit, I can't fucking help it. It is what it is.
Putting everything on speakerphone if I borrow your phone.
Just hold it for me.
Yeah.
Right, dial this number for me.
Right.
But no, so Monday, and this is late Monday night. It's technically almost Tuesday because it's like 11 o'clock at night. Like he writes me, he like, hey baby, and I'm like, what were you supposed to do? Because it is now Monday. It is now Monday. You were supposed to. I asked you for this video Friday. You were supposed to send me this video on Saturday. It is now Monday, almost Tuesday. And he's like, I was supposed to make the video, but I ain't had no window to do it. And I said, don't worry about it. Good night.
Damn, that's kind of rude.
You
Don't
sound
worry
like
about
that
it.
barber.
You didn't look at it?
Hmm?
Did he send you a video? or-
No.
Oh, I thought what was
Oh,
that?
so
No, I was telling him, don't worry about
What
it.
was what eyes for? Because he forgot.
No. I mixed that up. That was Wednesday. So after the, don't worry about it. Good night. That was Monday night. So I didn't talk to him Tuesday. So then Wednesday, he sends like the emoji eyes. And at that point, I just tell him, like, look, we are not compatible. We are too different. Like, I feel like
She
you
broke
literally
with that
make
nigga
time
arm.
for everything
He said
else.
he didn't have a window of opportunity all those times for the weekend.
You didn't have a window of
How
opportunity.
you don't have an opportunity to beat your dick, fam? You go to sleep by yourself every day.
You are supposed to beat your dick like it owes you money.
That's true. That's true. When you go to sleep by yourself,
Like, so what? So what are you telling me? Like,
You got
so
time.
were you sleeping in the bed with somebody else while you was gone, so you
Just
couldn't beat
sleeping
your
near
dick and
my
sleep? Because otherwise, why the fuck weren't you able to do
Sleeping
that?
in my
You didn't
bed.
take a shower while you were gone. You couldn't beat. I've got niggas beating their dick in the shower. I actually like it because I like the way that the water run down their body and shit.
These phones are waterproof now.
but to
You
beat,
keep it in the shower for
to
about a good
beat
5
your
minutes.
dick though is a mood.
He just wasn't in the mood.
Right.
in
But
the
he
mood.
wasn't in the mood to beat his meat.
But he was.
He got my pussy in his phone. He got shit.
He was requested.
I mean, but that don't necessarily put. I gotta. It
No.
doesn't matter what's in Juan's phone. But
He just told me he's masturbated to my shit before, so he
it
was
don't
alright.
necessarily put you in the mood.
So you telling me if somebody asked you for something, you wouldn't do it?
Me?
This
Yeah.
is not the and
I mean,
This is
that's
not the
enough to
first
turn.
time.
That's enough to be like, oh, that's what you want.
this is not the first time.
Them Walker girls gotta go.
The last time he was out of town, this is what he had to do.
I like the Walker girl.
So it's not like this is something new that has sprung on him. He knows that this is my thing. Furthermore, I know y'all are like, well, that's demanding. He is very, very what? Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm mad. Niggas just read. Bitch, put the comment on the screen. Tell you fast.
You sure?
you sure?
You
no,
sure?
wait, no.
Or not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Depends on what you say.
Oh, since you want
one. We
comments
laughing
on the
at the same.
I
screen.
won't
We
let
laughing
him.
at the same one.
Oh no.
Since you asked, give a
I
comment
told
on
y'all to ignore Terry anyway.
I was, but he.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. At one point in time, I did want to show Terry my dick. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
You said
Yes.
that publicly.
Yeah, at one point
it
in
is
time, I definitely
demanding,
wanted
but-
to show Terry my dick.
He
You
has
can't be
also
on-demand.
let it be known several
They ain't
times, like
compatible.
I will do like whatever you say type shit, like because he's a very
Oh,
submissive
you
person.
said that?
She said
So
she
the
had
fact
to.
that I told you to do something and it wasn't done, like that don't sit right with me.
He's
Because you told me that you didn't. Don't worry about Eagles replacement via sent. No, I just like
Hey, I do get nervous when chicks say "don't worry about stuff." So I'm like, oh, well, I done blew it. Yeah, well,
Because
It's kind of not the same when you obligate it versus when you want to. It's a little different. I agree with that.
he had no problem doing it before.
Beat your dick and skeet on the booze.
And it was the fact of if you could have just said like, well, I wasn't in the mood, I couldn't get it. Even if he said my dick wouldn't get hard, I'd have been like, all right. But for you to be like, well, I didn't have no time to beat my dick, that upset me. Because it's like, bro, you make time for every fucking thing else. I asked you for a goddamn nut video and you act like I asked you to just come perform open heart fucking surgery.
wow, absolutely nuts. You trying to get everybody kicked off Facebook? Wait, what did Nikki say?
She basically told Terry to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
So he didn't have time to touch himself.
I mean, she got it, so you didn't.
And
Yeah.
y'all talking to me talking about it ain't the same when you obligated versus when you want to. Like, I don't do fucking porn.
The way he just can't make time for
It's
your
a
own
job. Like,
but you,
I have to play with my pussy because people want me to play with it so that they can pay me for it.
but
I
you-
might not be in the
Siobhan
mood
got
either.
a point,
She got a
though.
point.
If you can't make time for your own dick, how you gonna make time for a girl?
That's why I told him that we're not compatible.
I mean, you got a point there, dog. The nigga with you since you were born, and you can't make
why
time for
niggas
him.
be lying though? Just be like, bro, I wasn't finna do this. That's all you had to say. Just get your dismissal out the way.
Well, maybe he felt like he didn't want to be ordered around. He was
No,
trying
no,
to act
no.
like
That he's the opposite though.
he wants to be.
He wants to be. He wants to be. That's his
Who-
whole
who
thing.
can
Like
let-
he
I don't know
he
if
has
I-
a very submissive personality. He's a
Mm.
pleaser.
Mhm.
So for me to
Everybody
know
has-
that about you and you still didn't do it, I took that personal.
All right, Jordan.
I'm mad. I was just gonna say that.
Well, I took that person.
I took that personal.
Where's the Michael Jordan meme? Niggas didn't send me a note
So-
video. I took that person,
Dog, that's he wild.
and I took
So-
that person.
Now, I'll get back to him in a minute, but that was the reason why I'm like, you know what? So after I told him on Wednesday, like, you know what? we're not compatible. Like, because I feel like I'm tired of having the same conversation if nothing is going to change. And you can make time for everything else except for me. And that led to another video that I did on Facebook where I said that if a person won't make time for
Yes,
you,
he's
they're
a
gonna
sub.
make excuses to you. Because if I fuck with you like that, I'm going to make time for you. If I don't fuck with you like that, I don't care if I see you or not. I don't care if I talk to you or not. That shit it's not, it doesn't matter to me. So if you are not making time for a person, then that means that you do not feel like they are worthy of your time. That means that you do not hold them to a level of importance enough in your life to where you feel like they are deserving of you making time for them.
So I mean,
You go do everything but fuck with them, right?
Maybe that was the conversation he had with his dick. Dick wasn't worthy of his right hand right now. I ain't beating you tonight, nigga. Go to sleep.
Like Thor's hammer, like he wasn't worthy.
Right.
Like,
I may have missed this. Was there a fair exchange of
Why do
material
I
and
let you take
shit?
me down
Like,
these rabbit holes?
I just sit here and watch you go down.
Right,
the-
like you don't stop me in there. You just let me fall in.
I got popcorn that needs.
was
to
there a
be
fair
eaten.
exchange? Was there like an exchange of material prior or other pictures or other videos? And
No,
shit?
she the boss. He do what she said.
that's right.
Oh, okay.
Now, but he does have stuff. Like I would do a thing with him where it was like heads or tails. Based
Is that
on
when
what
you saw him
option he
live?
picks. Well, it depends. Like I pick a picker video for heads, I pick a picker video for tails. Whatever his answer is for the day, that determines what I send him.
So if he picked tails, you might just send him some anal play.
I don't know. It depends on what I assign heads or tails that day. They're predetermined before he picks. Then when he picks, I send whatever he picked.
That's a
You,
fun. That's
you
actually
a
a fun,
whole nother level of freaky.
that's
You
a
know
fun. That's a fun game, actually.
That's actually pretty dope.
I
But
like
that's
that.
wild.
I like that.
Shout out to the chicks that do shit like that. Man.
Right.
Y'all are appreciated.
We need more people like that in the
And
world.
if Tupac cares, or don't nobody else care.
So that's the thing. Like, you know, so he has stuff and he's never had to ask me. Like I would just, if I'm in a mood, I'm like, hey babe, heads or tails. He would pick and I would send him, you know, this
Yeah,
thing or these things or this, whatever.
Facts, Dino.
Whatever.
Heads or tails to a sub is wild as hell.
All right, just to square me. What's the
Nick
sub?
laughing. Jake talking about glad his name ain't showing up. She like, nigga, we can still see you.
Right.
Freaky ass.
Right.
Woo.
Nigga,
Niggas is
that's how I
freaky.
knew it was Jacob, dog, just because the way he was talking.
What's the sub?
You know,
Submissive.
Submissive.
Gotcha.
Don't feel bad. I'm still learning too. Subs,
Hey.
dom, switches,
I'm just asking. I'm
6'4" Chevrolets. It's all type of shit going on.
What?
Motherfuckers be like, I'm a switch. I'm like, so you the switches, bro? I don't know. This is
I gotta
crazy.
ask. I ain't
yeah,
gonna say
but you
like
know,
I know.
and it's not that I be trying to be a bitch, but I know how it is to be super busy, have a ton of shit going on, still have the kids at home, got a lot of responsibilities, like, and I still make time for the shit that I want to make time for. If I tell you that I'm too tired or I'm just that's because I don't fuck with you like that.
I can't see you.
Or
as
I
a
can't
dom,
fuck
Nikki.
with where you're going. Also,
I thought Nikki would be a sub. I didn't think she would be a
because with him, I'm
With-
like
You don't remember that story she told on the
99%
pod?
dominant. Like,
Well,
I have
still
my
seem more
moments.
All right,
submissive
all
more
right.
than
Time out.
dominant,
What's a
though.
switch? Oh no, you
It's
joking
where-
Do
about
both.
Well, you can
Okay.
do both. Like
All right.
in the moment, you may be submissive, then you may be like, okay, nigga, you taking too long, and
Gotcha.
you take control.
I've been telling
Or
niggas to
it
give me
can
like
also
a Google
go-
link.
All
it can
right, I
also
need
go based on who you're dealing with.
True. The person
So
you deal with
different
make a difference.
partners. Like, I may have a partner with him, I'm always submissive.
Mhm.
But with somebody else, I might always be dominant. Or
Mhm.
another person, I might switch back and forth between our session. Like, it just, it depends.
Where do the
You were her
transgenders fall
first
in?
what, Nikki?
Where do the transgenders fall in on this list?
Just shut up, dog.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
At all.
I
The
know.
fuck.
Why Dino always fucking with me, dog? I'm on here trying to learn. Like,
I feel you, bro. I be
I
trying to learn, too.
He don't be playing slow. He be playing innocent. Like he don't be none. He
I don't-
always freaky shit too.
Look,
I don't know-
man,
I don't
Tommy
know,
been
man.
married before. He done did some wild shit.
I don't know terms for the shit, nigga. I've done
Right,
all kind
like,
of
I
shit.
just do what we
Oh,
do.
so you were doing it,
I've
but you
done
didn't know
all-
what you were doing.
I've done all kind of shit, nigga.
Oh well, and I'm surprised that Juan is just learning because he was the one looking up rusty trombones and
I
strawberry
was-
shortcakes and shit. So why you don't know this shit? You supposed to be the sex term guru.
No, I
Rusty
So-
trombone. Fam.
don't ask, bro.
Yeah,
All right, shout out to you, then, Nikki.
right. Yeah, he said back in my day we just did it.
No name for it.
Back in my
I hate
yeah, if a
Shivani.
chick ever asks you to donkey punch her, bro, you should go.
Yeah. So
Hey, don't ever do the dirty tennis ball though. Don't do that shit.
I was upset at this because, like I said, I feel like
Doodle on the nuts.
Doodle
I know.
Doodle on the nuts.
It's doodle on
It's dookie balls.
like I know myself, right? I really hate them.
Yeah, no, but no,
you
now
said
people,
it.
no. Are you laughing at them or them?
All of y'all can go to hell right now.
Because these two and then the Walker sisters,
I don't think you was in here when we was talking about the dirty tennis. ball.
I only laugh because what we used to call Nikki.
No, we didn't call her dirty tennis ball though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made it extra funny.
No, she was talking about when her hair was red. No, I said she looked like a bloody tampon then. I didn't call her a dirty tennis
Oh.
ball.
I swear, I think
That
Maul
nigga
might have
said
said it.
doodle on the nuts. Doodle on the nuts.
Because that's what it said.
Doodle on the nuts.
When I hear dirty tennis ball, that's what it like as a sex thing. That's what it would remind me like smear doodle on his nuts. Like, cause they
Would you
round
still
like
be
fuzzy like a-
sucking dick at the same time with the doodle on the nuts?
How did we get
The
this
the
dude
night
on
is
nuts?
over.
like, shut up. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
yo,
That
That's a-
shit gotta stay.
That's a culminating event.
Like,
It's
what
over.
made you go and be like, let me just grab some doo-doo and just
No, Terry, we're not speaking of tampons. Go away. Go away. Don't start. Go away.
Hey, we were just making up our own terms, and dirty tennis ball
No.
came up. Man,
the Walker sisters need their own show.
Yeah.
Let's
So
give him one time.
based on the fact
No,
that
it's
I
more
know
like a
how I
TV show.
operate and that I am going to literally make time for whatever the fuck I want to
That's what
make
it
time
boils
for.
down to. You make time for what you want.
I feel like if you like perfect example. I take a healthy shit every day, right?
as you
I think
should,
most people do.
as
Now-
you should.
it's healthy.
Now, with me doing so, what am I doing? Like most people that are taking a shit, I have my phone in my hand. I have that opportunity to text somebody, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, I hope you have a good day today."
It sounds wild when you're doing it on the toilet, but
That's
everybody
whatever.
do it.
That's usually the best time.
It
Right,
sounds
that's what everybody
wild
does.
when you explain it
Thank
after the
you.
fact.
That's really what everybody
Mom
does.
said that is usually the best time to get those good morning texts off.
Yeah,
Right?
because you ain't doing
that's,
shit
that's,
else.
That's where I be. Ah, you just did that. That's usually when I can be my most toxic because I'm gonna text you, and then once I get out the bathroom, I'm going to do something else.
And that's why you start. That is why you
It's all-
are getting yelled at because you start and then you
Shivana
left the
said this,
bathroom.
it went too far for her. She finna kink shame. We don't know if it's a real kink or
We don't
not.
know
I,
if it's a kink.
Wait, do
We
they
just-
on the net?
I was just
Yeah.
saying. I was just saying something that it's when I hear dirty tennis ball, like if it were to be a sex act, that's what I would picture.
We
It could
made
be
that
some
up,
weird
Shamanda.
shit.
We just
Yeah.
made it up. Don't
I don't
worry
think
about
that's a
it.
real thing.
But you know what? We never know.
Somebody might be watching.
It may
this
really
show.
be a thing, and it's just not called a dirty tennis ball.
Let me
Who
look it
knows?
up. And see
It
what
may be.
happens.
The dirty tennis ball, though, does
Yeah.
sound accurate.
I'm gonna look it up.
But
The dirty tennis ball sound like the kind of nuts niggas have who don't wash their ass.
so
Dumb.
we agree that we have time to text while we are on the toilet, right?
Yes.
There are a million times throughout the day. I feel like if you are able to scroll through your social media pointlessly, a lot of us do that, whether we
I'm doing it
posting or
right
not,
now.
because most of the people that do it love to be the ones to act so fake mature. Like, I don't even be on here like that. You be looking, bitch. You just don't be talking.
Looking ass.
We
looking.
have several moments throughout the day where we can send somebody a simple fucking text like, "Hey, was just thinking of you," whatever. Like he sent that fucking "just thinking of you" text on Wednesday. You can do that during the day. We don't have to have a full, long, drawn out conversation, but I feel like we should be in communication.
Hey, you want to hear something?
You should
funny?
be able to make time to send a fucking text message, especially if you were able to make time to type out on social media.
You know what's funny? You can schedule a text to go out
Thank
for
you. That is one of my points.
Yeah,
You
we
are
can do that
able
with the
to.
Samsung phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Sure.
Y'all can't.
Yeah, I think y'all
You said
can.
it like you was what's the name?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah,
And if you can do it, on
There
the
is no
iPhone-
dirty tennis ball sex act.
Copyright it now.
There we
Right.
go.
Right.
We can
Nah,
make that
bro.
shit up.
Don't
You-
do it. Just copyright.
Just letting y'all know.
I did not know that. The iPhones couldn't do that.
No, iPhone
But yeah,
can't
so
do that.
we can schedule text. So I can be like, you know what? Because I will do this for birthdays sometimes.
Right.
Like if I know I'm gonna be busy, like bro, I know I'm not gonna be up. Or like when I want to be the first motherfucker to tell somebody happy birthday right at midnight, I'll schedule the text because you know how life goes, right? Everything is cool. It's 11:58, 11:59. You look away from your phone for fucking it would seems like 10 seconds. Now it's 12:01. So I'll schedule a text message for 12 midnight. So that is an option. Niggas make time for what the fuck they want. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Facts.
You motherfuckers will steal time at work to make your lunch break longer because you are making time for your fucking lunch. You're like, no, I'm finna finish this fucking sandwich, bro. So you are stealing time at work. Why?
Hey,
Because you
man,
are
have you-
making time for what you want.
Have
You
you
want
ever
that
had a Philly
motherfucking
from,
sandwich.
Hey, I low
You
key-
are making time
Mike?
to finish wiping your ass because you were like, damn, man, I
Oh.
shit the full 15 minutes, but I gotta get up out of here. Like, you
do.
will make time for what you want, even when you were not supposed to make that fucking time. So I don't want to hear that you don't have no time to text me, or you don't have no time to call me, or you don't have no time to see me.
And obviously, he didn't have no time to beat his dick.
like you owe the money.
So yeah. And so that rubbed me the wrong way. Now I
Apparently, he didn't because he
He
didn't
didn't rub
rub
that-
himself the
Right.
He
You
didn't
know?
rub himself the right way.
That was part of
Rub
it.
you the right
That was part of
way.
it.
Stroke.
But you know, but
Hey
I
man, was that song about masturbation?
Yo, hey, you see,
Hey.
it's not just me.
we finna talk about this shit in a minute, but let me finish this quick.
It's not
So-
just
My
me.
bad. It's just-
So now I did talk to him today, and he's like, you know, it was kind of like snippy because I'm still kind of salty about that. But
I'm looking
he's
up right
told me
now.
that he's going through some shit. Now, even if he was like, you know what, I'm not in the mind frame, I'm going through stuff, I couldn't, you know, I would have understood that. But my thing is this: men are always complaining that their feelings don't matter. If you are not talking to me and communicating with me to let me know that something is going on in your life, for me to be able to be supportive to you, for me to be able to be understanding, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
It could definitely be taken that way.
Are you reading the lyrics?
Yes.
Tell me what he would let me.
Stroke.
He would let
Apply
me.
with tenderness when I hold
Wait, why?
and rub you the
why
right
is Terry
way.
asking if motherfuckers want to be peed on.
Dog, Terry been wilding since she got here.
Hey, you know what? You
I
don't
love
come-
her to death, but she
You
be
don't come here
wildin'.
often, and this is why you should.
Look at
Right.
this. Look at these lyrics. I like massage, soft caress whenever I need to rub. That's the one. Oh no, this is the one I'm talking about.
It's a whole song about masturbation.
I rub her happiness. I'm gonna start
Rub her
calling my pussy my happiness.
Right, there we go. I rub her
Oh,
happy.
it makes you money. Money makes you happy. Technically, it's true.
I rub her happiness.
But as you can see, just the lyrics of I'm telling you, all these songs.
Is that the same as get it hard? Let me rub your happiness.
Y'all throw that shit in our face later than me. Look, I didn't ask for details, but for you to just be like, you know what, I'm dealing with some shit right now, whatever. That's all you gotta say to me. I don't need you to fucking. I'm not
She keep
Ayala. You
asking.
don't have to tell me all your fucking life story if you're going through some shit.
Why is it called Thunderbird, Nikki?
What is called Thunderbird?
All right.
Coochie.
Oh, that's what.
Maybe that motherfucker big, like a dinosaur.
Terry said, "Pussaliah." Mine is named Teresa. I didn't name her though.
Y'all got like gigantic. Y'all must
Y'all
got
got
like really
big.
fat and big pussies.
because it's a classic. You
Have
know
I
what?
ever tinkled on
Respect.
anyone before? No. I have been requested.
Why did you write that in all caps though? Like I feel like you yelled that.
Because she's asked it several times and she hasn't got an answer.
Yes, Teresa, but I didn't name her.
Hey yo, the service counter lady.
Light
at work,
skinned nigga, the
He-
light skinned nigga name her that.
He was like, I don't know why. It's just that bitch just give me Teresa vibes. I hate her.
Like Mother Teresa? That's
Oh, that's
Hmm.
wild
He just-
if you named it after Mother
Your pussy
Teresa.
holy?
Well,
Like
well he She said, I prefer Penelope. She's British.
But if you know what, Moose and Squirrel, I love you.
Can I have a spot of tea, please?
I love you. I love you. Just
you-
because it's
Oh,
British.
Would you like to show the
She's been
vagina?
Teresa for like the past 4 years. He calls me Thanos though.
You honos.
Yeah, he calls me Thanos.
You
But he don't
take-
call me shit now
Pip
because I'm
Pip
blocking
Chivio.
shit.
you
Like-
taking the soul stone?
Could I have another spot of
And then when
I'm
so
big with
now
the
like how I'm
audacity.
blocked again, I'll probably be blocked. He'll probably pop up in June because my birthday's in June.
Yeah,
and
you'll be
Jelly
back
Bean's
in
birthday
June. I tell her give him a month.
Can I have
So
a
I'll
repeat
probably
of
get like a
pussy,
random
please?
cash app or something like "Happy birthday, bottle on me, Dinkins," blah 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 blah. But he'll send fucking the Thanos when he's like, "You could not live with your own failure. So what did that bring you back to me?" He sends that to me all the time. But I told y'all, things are different this time.
Yo,
I
Thanos
think
has-
it's when you seen the realization.
Thanos has
Usually-
bars.
Usually when we go through this, like I had daily thoughts of
Yeah,
him. Like,
right,
you know,
yeah.
it was just like a daily thing. Like he was always up here. I haven't had that.
Is it now more of an annoyance?
I think so. And I think the reason why it's such a fucking annoyance is because I am at the point where I am fed up with dog
Being a bitch.
gaslighting.
He a bitch.
Yeah,
And-
he's a habitual gaslighter.
Yeah. And the fact that
Him a
he,
bitch.
he tries to turn everything around on me, but then tell me like, man, and I can't be with somebody that can never admit that she wrong and don't take responsibility. Motherfucker, I have not only taken responsibility for my part, but I have apologized for my part, put like multiple times. So I don't want to hear that shit. But whenever you do something, you act like it's not the cause to my fucking effect every single time.
all of this is started because it's his fault.
Him's a hoe.
Everything.
Everything is his fault to start
Him's
with.
a hoe.
And that's not even like me just saying that because, oh man, no, I mean, you a woman. Of course it's gonna be his fault. No, it's literally
It's literally his
anything
fault.
that I have ever done was always a reaction to his action. Just like now, like how I wasn't trying to record with nobody or whatever, but when I felt like dude was bullshitting with me and not making no time, I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm finna go get my money then. And that's how I
Yeah.
ended up going to record with dude. I didn't want to just go off and fuck dude because of, whatever. So he actually replied to the story that I told and was like shaking my head. And I was like, don't start. Because I already told you that I didn't even want to fuck anybody else. And I was trying to be all in with you. But once I felt like you put me on the back burner and shit, it was back to business.
Gotta get this paper.
You know?
Is it a given if a nigga is like suspect with you that you will put him on blast? Is it pretty much a given?
What do you mean?
Like old boy who at the train place, was that like a normal thing? Like if nigga just talk a lot of
It was,
shit.
it was how he went about it. Had he
Okay.
just said, hey, can we just record tomorrow? Mimi probably would have been cool with it. Things would have moved on. But because he came over there with the false pretense that he was ready to go, number one, you didn't tell me you were bringing company. Number two, you not ready to go. And then number three, you took this opportunity and tried to make yourself look better.
Gotcha.
Hence why I got to put you on blast, nigga.
Gotcha. I'm all for it.
Yeah, like
regardless.
if it just
I'm here for it. Shit.
if it just like I would have ranted about it regardless because y'all know I'm very transparent.
That's what
whether
you
it's
would have kept it with us.
good,
though.
bad, happy, sad. I tell y'all what's going on with me. That's just how I
Right.
fucking am. But in this case, it upset me because I didn't
You
even
some good
fucking get
crackers.
home good. And
was
I see
thinking
that
but I
this
didn't wanna
nigga
say
had
that out
already
loud. Them crackers is
posted
fire.
on Twitter advertising something that is like, why would you do that?
with your scenery.
With my scenery that I brought you into that you couldn't perform in, but now you making it seem like you just had this dope ass, you know what I mean?
Which you kind of did.
I
Wait,
mean, the picture was fire though.
It was.
it's the Gardenscape game. It make you look like it's this fire ass game in the advertisement, and when you download it, it's just some farming shit. It's not the game that you know.
See, how you don't want to talk about that song. I'm sick of them simulators he be want to talk about.
And I
You
think
just mad because a new one, Tour Bus Simulator, just dropped this week, and I hit you up.
it was another thing that was like really annoying to me is because it's like we didn't get to anything. It's not like we at least got a little bit of fucking in, and then when
You
we went
didn't
to
get
change,
nothing in.
we didn't fuck at all.
I
We
think
didn't
you're
fuck
upset
at
that
all.
he got something that he can work with. Yes, it never got up.
No, he
just-
fucked you all right.
He fucked you out of a good
Because y'all ain't get no
location.
content.
Do.
He got you, fam.
Cause it's like, and cause she had never met me.
Couldn't get his dick up.
He had never met. She had never met me before.
Should not be fucking
And
before seeing.
He like, well, I don't know, like what y'all thinking, whatever. I was like, dude, I said, we don't have no fucking scene. I said, there's no cum shot. There's no. He was like, she big on cum shots. I said, because who the fuck wants to watch an incomplete porn?
Will you work with him again?
I honestly, my mom, she was like, he be fucking with your money. He gotta go. He was like, and I feel like, you know, the little questions and shit she was asking you, like they finna start trying to bite your shit. She was like, leave him alone.
It do sound like that. He brung the bitch over, like,
because when we was
study
walking,
what she do.
When we was walking back, he was like, where was the other spot at? I was like, oh, apart. I intentionally did not tell him. Right, a lot of people fast forward to the cum shot. Like me, I am very big on POV shit, but not like dry pussy POV. I don't fuck with that. I can't watch dry pussy porn.
You like them undercarriage scenes?
Yeah. So like the undercarriage scenes, or like when she's
Not
on
my
her
favorite.
back, you
Not
know,
my favorite.
like why, you know,
Oh,
and he's like, but you can see like it's juicy and shit. Like those are the shots that I like. So that's what I try to do. Or
I
like,
feel
you
bad
know,
for the cameraman who got to like get really up in there on the balls.
yeah.
oh no, they zoom in. They ain't close. Mimi's phone is a prime example.
I was
of
finna
what-
say my phone will be perfect for that shit. You ain't even got like
Her
you know
phone
what,
is a
I ain't
prime
even gotta get
example
up
of
there,
what
bro.
they do.
Let
All
me
they
know
do
when-
is they get a really good camera, and the camera can zoom all the way down and still keep that level.
So you just have to get the angle and
You
right
just
there,
gotta
just
get the
leave it there,
angle.
and you be watching like.
And then you all the way back here, getting like your Nike symbol.
But before all the technology, somebody had
Some
to
nigga
get
was
up
up
on
there,
them
yeah.
balls.
Usually it was
So
a bitch.
before we
Did you
had
ever
this kind of
see- did you
technology.
ever see-
He said she
Uh,
can't even last that long to get to the cum shot. She just need the last 30 seconds at the end.
You need to cut it. Imagine Lilo, you need to chill.
Imagine niggas' heads right by the balls.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like niggas just.
Did you ever see Zach and Miri make a porno?
I did.
With Fan when they was in the coffee shop. The bro was literally laying on the floor under the anal. Because remember when they finally finished, everything came out of her own dog.
See, couldn't
Wow.
do it. You gotta get up. Like then your producer, as you being the cameraman, is yelling, "Hey, get up on the balls!" It's like,
I mean,
Yeah.
some cameras
Why-
zoomed a
why-
little bit.
Why you yelling at me like this?
I can't move my balls.
I already don't
My
want
balls
to
are
be here.
stuck. They right
No,
there.
if you there, you wanted to be there. I believe porn cameramen get paid big money.
Yeah,
The
that's
crazy
just
thing about porn is like niggas be wanting things subconsciously, but you don't say it out loud. But there's a certain way niggas like to watch their porn.
You don't tell nobody the way you watch your porn.
I know you're not supposed to, but like subconsciously, if some shit don't happen, like you won't watch the scene.
Yeah, niggas don't sit around and talk
Nikki,
about how
I'm
they like
so
they watch
mad
their
you
porn.
got
They ain't no,
But
they ain't no
you're right,
conversation.
like,
Yeah, you
It's
just
not saying that we are watching the scene for the big dick, but we not finna watch no little dick nigga stroke a bitch. You like,
We not-
I'm out. I can't watch
The
this.
dick to pussy ratio has to be decent.
Right,
Right,
it's got to be even or something.
I
We
mean,
don't
it's like
wanna-
last week when I told y'all like I can't watch porn if like they look like they stink. I can't watch dry pussy.
How
porn.
do you determine if they look like?
there's
Bruh,
definitely,
they-
there's definitely a look.
They had that look.
Well, I mean, you watch a lot of amateur porn, so I can see where you get that from.
I like amateur porn, but it'd be
I don't like commercial porn because it be
No,
dry.
I think they know.
it'd be too.
Commercial porn be dry pussy porn unless
It's that casting couch.
like
The
Yo,
white
I hate that
The
casting
white
couch
one.
is filthy.
The white one.
Oh, there's something about the green one.
No, fuck
Oh,
no.
that green
That's
one.
the
is
ghetto gaggers.
disgusting.
They come with the intentions of degrading whoever the fuck is there. Okay, the white one, the
You
one where it
ever
always
thought
seems
about
like
doing scenes like that?
No.
You just
Please
be
don't.
spitting and slapping a nigga.
well, that part, yeah, because I know who will let me do it.
Yeah, he's a sick person.
He's not.
Terry is asking you a question. One.
I think she's saying, "Do you eat booty because your beard not bearding from genetics?"
Is not bearded for what does that even mean?
It means you didn't have a beard.
We don't know that because we don't know where his daddy at.
This is true.
Yo, funny story about that.
You
Uh-oh.
know where he is?
Funny story.
He
So
showed up?
I came in the house one day and mom's was like, guess who popped up in my people you may know on Facebook? So I was like, who? She was like, your punk ass daddy. I was like, yo, you gotta give me this nigga name. Let me inbox you. I need to talk.
Do
to
it.
him.
Because this is a whole episode of DFS.
I was like, yo, if I can have a conversation with this nigga,
If this nigga show up like Marlon,
I'm definitely talking about
Fresh
this on the pod.
Hey, dog, I got to give credit to Marlon. Dog came through like a real bitch-ass dad for that episode of Bel Air.
Marlon is a really good actor.
But
Yeah.
you know, we so used to him
give me
being
that because
goofy.
I want some celery.
I was going to say I would have expected y'all to finish that off first.
I
Hey,
don't because
we
wine don't
finished
like,
the whole board.
I ate the tomatoes.
Oh. Yeah.
You ate tomatoes after yesterday?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question real quick. Now this goes
Hey,
into like a
Kiva.
more serious thing, and because Tommy,
Yes, I do, Terry.
love the
I'm
kids,
a fucking master.
not in a weird way
You
because you
eating
niggas
booty?
been on the stuff,
No, she
Yeah.
actually
sex
pussy
offender
better
list,
without
but,
my friends. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking
man-
master.
being an educator and such.
Former educator.
I mean, I was balked at it before I had a mission, but it's easier now. Have more fun.
Oh my god!
Chris
This is
Paul
just
gonna
so-
kill himself.
See this is how his hands.
I am a
should've looked
coochie
after he seen my
connoisseur.
video.
Yes,
Should've been
Terry.
like this.
Coochie connoisseur
Well, he had to lick it, but
You spell your coochie with a K or a C?
with a hard K.
Spell my coochie with a Q.
Fancy.
Yeah,
Mm.
like quail.
now
I'm sorry. That's only fast.
I don't even know what's going on. I missed it.
It's a side conversation we tend to have. Watch these
he
guys.
said, "Hey, I had to come over here. You wasn't doing good on the comments before,
They're not showing up
based
from
on
your,
where they was
from your page. From-
coming from. I don't know because I don't know which page this is from that I'm on. I know
I thought it
ain't
was
mine.
coming from the like page, but it's not coming from the like page either.
Who the fuck gave this live an angry face? Which one of you motherfuckers did that? Show yourself.
Rita.
Seven of them.
That was Rita.
Oh, you know what? You can find out where it came from.
I said it was Rita. I already knew.
Oh,
No, I just wanted to use the new thing.
oh, that's new technology.
Yeah.
I found this out the other day.
Now I am not the perfect mom by any means, and I do not have the perfect children. Okay, my kids get on my fucking nerves like kids do. They
That's
cop
what they're supposed to.
attitude.
That's what kids supposed to do.
Right, they cop
FDK.
attitude. They make me flash the fuck out because sometimes they be having me fucked up.
You beat all the security up.
Listen, everybody can catch these hands,
They're
but what
bisexual.
they do not do is go out embarrassing me in fucking public. Cutting up and shit, act like they ain't got no fucking home training, cussing out their teachers and adults and shit, like getting mixed up in bullshit. Like they don't do any of that. Okay. I don't fucking allow them to do it. Now, a lot of people were upset, and I made a video about this. A lot of people get upset when people be like, parents need to get control and be, held accountable for they out of control teenagers. Now, my thing is
Dear
this:
district situation.
all the time, people will make. I know y'all have heard this before, where people be like, "A man ain't gonna do nothing that a woman don't allow him to do," right? And this is a grown ass man. So how the fuck can a teenager run your fucking household if you're not allowing this teenager to run your fucking household?
True.
This is a child, and you were letting them run your fucking household. They can come and go as they fucking please in your fucking household. And I guess I don't understand it because it's like parents had invisible leashes on us back then.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have the fucking technology that we have now to check on our kids. Y'all can have fucking Ring doorbells to see if a motherfucker's stealing your Amazon packages, but not to see what time your kid is coming in because they skipping school to know that they ass ain't in school today.
Yo, I would have been in so much fucking trouble when I was in school had we had the ring doorbell
man.
been a thing. Because there was times that I would leave the house, I would
Come
go
right
all
back.
the way to school, and then I would come all the way back fucking home.
I mean, we've talked about this on the pod where I did this, and his weak ass uncle snitched me out and shit. I held out all day on the slide at school, and somebody saw me and called home like, "Yeah, she's out there on the slide. I think it's dangerous." I had lunch and everything. I was on the slide just chilling, eating, waiting for them to ring the bell. But we have smartphones now. You can literally track the location
Mm-hmm.
of your child's phone.
This is a fact.
You can randomly FaceTime them throughout the fucking day.
Did you know on the iPhone that you can actually seek out the location for the past month?
Yeah, you can actually have it come to your phone.
I
So
didn't
you
know
can
that.
see everywhere they went. You can do it on Samsung too. Google has it wherever you've been. Every
I
month on a
actually-
certain day, you'll
And
get
it's so
you'll get
funny
whatchamacallit
that
where
because
been.
they just sent me my thing.
Yeah.
So every place, like every time that I've been in Illinois when we used to go on our little trips and shit, like it got a whole timeline of all of
it's
that
a
shit.
timeline of everywhere you've been.
So these things
Which
are
I don't know
able
why they started sending me that.
are
That
able
was
to be
weird.
tracked. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You are able to get in contact with your kids way faster than we were able. You know what happened when I was a fucking kid? My mom used to have to page. I had a pager watch. Okay.
Fancy.
If she put in 873-0495, all right, I gotta call mom. Somebody, I gotta get to a phone. Payphones was still a thing back then. Where you at? I'm here. I'm such and such, whatever. I'll be home at this time. If she put 4064*19, that meant that I don't give a fuck where you at. You got 15 minutes to get home.
Y'all had a whole code system.
That it was the address.
Oh, okay.
So I used to do that to my boyfriend at the time when I was dealing with Rico. If I text him,
Rico.
if I paged him 4064*19, nigga, bring your ass home. Been out too long. Like it's fucking middle of the night. I'm trying to fucking go to bed.
Rico sounds shady.
Yeah.
He was.
Rico was very
Yeah.
shady.
Rico. Any nigga named Rico is
Yeah.
not on up.
When you named after a federal
Reason I'm a
law,
felon. So it rings true.
He on some bullshit.
But yeah, like there was way less options to be able to
Right.
keep a tab on your kids than there is now. And I feel like if you have a problem with people saying that, one of two things: either you have out of control teenagers yourself, so you feeling away because you feel like your parenting is under attack, so you're a little defensive, or because you feel like your parents was cool. You don't want nobody coming down on your parents because you feel like, well, my parents was cool and I still chose to do this. They was saying this and they was doing this. Okay, well, they didn't do it fucking enough. And I know this because my mom was amazing.
Right.
And I said, like, my mom was a fucking amazing, but there was more shit that she could have done to keep me on to put me on a different path that she didn't do.
Meanwhile, my mom had us on a fucking leash.
But why keep think you got a big ass pager on your wrist with a
Girl, it
wristband?
You know what? I'm gonna have to post a picture of a pager watch and show you.
It looked
These
like
kids
it
ain't
was,
scared of their soft ass pants, right?
It wasn't
And then
nothing
it's
what
like-
the Apple Watch is now.
and
just only
now-
for getting
You can't
number.
say anything to or about y'all kids. The same way now where you know that your kids is out here running around and doing bullshit. If somebody says something about them on social media, you want to get defensive and get mad. You know your kid is fucked up. The fuck you mad at us for?
Yeah.
You're not reining that in. Your
You're
kid is
scared-
your
you're
responsibility.
scared of your kid.
Well, it don't matter what you did. It does matter. You motherfuckers ain't doing enough. You're not trying hard
You
enough.
know what it is? These kids are a product of the trying to be their friends' parents.
Yeah.
That's all.
And don't get me wrong, I'm cool with my kids, but they know don't fuck with me.
Or
Like I've had
those
several
parents who
instances
make
where I
their son
where
the
I
man of the
thought
house.
Ree was, and I'm not challenging you, mom, because she knew I was finna put the fucking paws on her. Like, don't play with me like
Skibbity
that.
paps.
It's no.
Don't be skibbity papping.
We
Ree.
need back. You gotta have.
I rarely even. My kids are well behaved, and I barely even have to whoop their ass. Why? Because I taught them the opposite of what my mom did with me. All of the shit that I felt like my mom went wrong with me, that she wasn't on my ass about, that she wasn't on my heels about, that she didn't enforce, I knew to do that with my kids.
That's what I'm-
So my
that's what I
kids
do
are
with
way
me.
better than I was. I don't have the problems out of my kids that my mother had out of me. And that's why my mama be salty sometime and trying to bring up the shit that I did. Well, your mama used to, you let me. She not. Next. Who fault was that? Me and my mama have it out about that all the time. You allowed me to get away with that shit. You didn't stop me from doing that. You didn't check that in. So it was a problem for you.
Flip her ass.
I'm the opposite. So I don't have that problem. It is what it is.
Till it ain't.
So instead of always getting mad at other motherfuckers because your kids are fucked up, how about you start doing more to get control of your fucking kids?
And then the first time your kid get out of pocket with the wrong motherfucker, and somebody put something on your kid ass, you all on the news. Oh my God, he's just a baby. Why you do my son? Your son was out here showing his ass, and somebody was like, "Hey, I got something for you. You're not finna play with me like you play with your parents.
Or
I'm gonna teach you some respect."
when the
Hey.
parents try to jump the kids and they get
Get
their
your
ass
ass.
whooped.
Fear, like don't get
So-
on, don't get on, don't get on
On
this
a-
bus.
You know what I did?
On a
that?
closing note,
Did
we
that
are gonna
there.
go out with a video.
Was it a video? I do have a video.
Yes. So the backstory is a lady took her son to fight another child, and it didn't go so well for her.
At all.
Did you say no?
I love celery, man. This should be good.
I thought
It's-
it's
it's-
that first.
Celery with peanut butter is fire.
Big facts. Put a raisin on it into the log.
I don't know nothing about no raisin, Tom.
You ain't never had ants on a log. It's literally celery, peanut butter, and little raisins on top of it.
I don't know what school you went to, but that is not nigga shit.
It's definitely nigga shit.
That's more kindergarten
It was
shit.
Niggas who he gets it.
That's more kindergarten shit.
I was
yeah.
like, how long did the video go?
They wasn't doing that at parties.
Oh shit! Move! Get out the way! Oh shit! Move! Get out the way!
Oh, they phone sideways.
You touch him if you want. Get him! Damn!
Now this grown ass woman is attacking this little kid and throwing him off of her son.
Is he running?
Yeah, she grabbed him.
Served her big ass up some piping hot ass whipping.
You know what this look like? It look like when the Hulk get jumped.
Wait, did the mama get jumped?
Now they whooping the mama ass. Cause why is you out here fighting other people's kids?
This video just. Here's a question.
Now somebody went and told their mama.
I am
Is
in
that a
fucking
video, too?
shock.
It is.
don't think
I posted it in the group.
I don't think I got the second part. Did I?
I
think I did.
sent you both.
Hold on, let me double check. I think it only pulled up the first.
I sent you both.
Wait, that's a lot of unpack. So,
Y'all go unpack that while I can check.
so
How
the,
many?
the, the
how
mama,
many-
the,
Took
mo-
her son
the
to go
mama,
fight.
another boy.
Her son was, getting the paws put on him. She snatches him off and starts, tussling with him, trying to save her son. And they was like, "Oh, bitch, we got something for you."
Save your son when you brought your son here to fight.
Question for you, Tommy.
No,
But these be them type of parents.
How
Parents are not mature enough to parent kids these days.
how many ways?
That's just my assessment.
how many.
I feel like
ways-
parents are too childish that they can't get a hold on their kids because they still kids in the mind themselves.
How many waves of fifth graders you think you could beat up?
How many waves?
Yeah, and they're coming in waves of 10. What the fuck did you just do to me? What? I didn't even say nothing funny.
She imagined a bunch of fifth graders coming at me. Hey, I ain't gonna front like fifth,
Because he said in waves, like, and
Right,
I'm
they just
thinking
coming
like,
in
like
waves of 10.
like
I'm
karate, like
thinking
karate
Streets of
flicks.
Rage type shit. Where
Like they come around me and I'm like standing in the middle like Bruce Lee. And shit.
Waves of 10. They just come in waves of 10. Like you ever see
I
like
spit celery on wine, y'all. I'm sorry.
like you ever see the Facebook ads for them games and it be the nigga that be shooting?
All
the
right.
They just coming
They
in
just coming
waves
in,
of
right.
like 40.
All right, so here's the video.
Hey, fifth grade
'Cause
was
now
my
the
favorite
parent
grade
is
to teach.
upset.
she should be.
Oh boy.
Where does it say Twitter 21? I got my glasses off.
Hey, this is hard to maneuver without glasses for real.
Blind ass.
Man, maybe it's just me, but like you ever wake up, somebody be talking to you, you feel like you can't.
I'm the
hear
only
till
one
you
that
get
can-
your glasses
What you say?
off.
I'm
Right.
the only one that can see without specs in here.
Yeah, and you probably need them too.
This is a part
Now
two.
that is a child in the blue shirt.
That's the child that started off.
She was dragging him. I got the video. It's a video.
They telling.
And he won't work. She was right there. He was He touched my daughter. He touched my daughter. What doing? I didn't touch her. She touched me. What you doing? What you doing? She hit me.
Now, do you see them uppercuts?
These are good. No, you can't. Is that a grown? That's a grown woman. Wait, is this Parkland?
I don't think this is here.
That look like Parkland. Okay.
What's wrong?
Oh no, Westline is actually very upgraded.
Is that Berry Lane?
Oh, it look.
Yeah, so now a guy came over there and she's basically saying, "Hey, go around the corner, get your daddy," type shit.
Ain't
There's no part 3, people.
Yeah.
Ain't
I mean,
nobody.
we might as well keep going now. As we didn't already hit 2 hours.
Ain't nobody been
And they go
shot yet.
replay.
No, there ain't no third one.
Huh?
I said there ain't no third one.
Yeah.
She
Also,
was
no
saying
replay?
we did 2 hours.
How much of 2 hours we hit? Can I cut the intro out and we still be good?
Maybe.
Well,
No, because
Nah.
it's 2:01 now.
No, it's too
It's
late.
No matter.
hey,
But
kids
that
be
is a lot.
kids be bitches too.
But
Like,
But again,
That's in the moral of the story.
in waves of 10, how many 5th graders could you beat up?
I could take like 4.
got 4 ways.
I'm gonna be honest.
So you can beat up 40 5th graders.
I mean, no, I'm sorry, 4 out of 10.
He going down the
4
first
out of
way.
10.
I grab 4 of them.
So you're getting your ass whooped.
Four-
old.
No, 4 of them getting their ass whooped, and the other 6 are gonna stand back after they watch. So yeah, they
Really,
they,
if you crack one good one, the rest of them might kind of
they're gonna lean back. Yeah, they're gonna lean.
You gotta
back.
remember they're 5th graders.
I'm gonna be
Right.
honest.
They're victims of
But
a follower. They're
In
followers.
2022, your average 5th grader is 6'9".
I was gonna say, like,
The average 5th grader damn near my size.
at
You got
my
cracking
height,
with a chair.
a wave, like continuous waves of 5th graders. I don't know, bro.
That's
I
a,
might
Hey,
tire me
hey,
out.
but you know-
I'm they fucking size,
But
bro.
no, but the
old.
puberty ranges about that time. So I might be tossing like one of them at 10 of them.
yeah,
You know,
like,
it's a little one that's
there's,
coming
there's
up.
a
there
little
that's
one in that wave.
Oh,
Right,
we
he
just
getting
finna,
tossed.
just finna do Thor and Loki get help.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he gonna take out 3 of them at the time.
Bro,
Loki was so adamant of like why he had to be the one.
He's like, no, I don't like it.
has Thor ever been the one? That's what I'm saying. Like, has Thor ever been?
Probably couldn't pick him up anyway.
Wait, ain't the new Thor movie coming out soon?
July.
Yep.
July? Oh,
I have to get through Doctor Strange. I haven't gotten through it yet.
it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. It was some shit going on in there.
It's a lot of shit to unpack.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
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 I told Mimi, I told Juan about the neck snap.
Oh yeah. So, final things that I want to talk about is Juan being a jackass, right? So
What did I do?
How did I trigger that? I don't know.
we are on the way to go
Oh.
see Doctor Strange, and I am playing one of my favorite songs. And Juan decides, hey, let me ruin this for me.
I did not ruin the song for you.
You did.
What song is this one?
Do for Love by Bobby Caldwell.
Oh,
And how did you ruin the song,
I know
Juan?
how you ruined it.
So,
I know exactly how.
and when you listen, I was high.
No.
I was
you go,
high.
no, before you go any further, how do you think he ruined it?
Did you think he was black?
No.
No.
Okay.
We've been figured out.
We've been figured out. he was
All
white.
right.
So,
It was dope. I went to see it a couple times. I went to go see it without the kids the first time because fuck them.
yeah, Doctor Strange is fine.
Yeah, you do got to say fuck them kids and go see it by yourself.
So, matter of fact, pull up the lyrics.
Gotcha.
While he's doing that, let's talk about this masturbation song.
Stroke.
Got-
But that's
Rub
one
your-
of my songs too.
Rub you the
So,
right
I really need
way,
y'all to quit.
stroke. So you think he was dancing in the mirror like a shower scene
Yep.
to his penis?
Sing it to his penis. Power tenderness.
Sometimes you gotta sing.
Okay, lyrics.
Lyrics.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Stop right there.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Like this song is about Bobby Caldwell was screaming for help, and nobody will help him get off drugs.
You think so?
Facts.
I searched to find a love within.
That song is about cocaine.
I came back to let you know.
I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. He cannot get the monkey
Oh,
off his
My
back.
friends wonder what is wrong with me.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm in the days from your love, you see.
I'm in a daze.
I came back to let you know I got a thing for you. I
But see,
can't
and when
let
you
go.
listen to the song, like that, I came back to let you know, get passionate the second time.
Wow.
That's
Some
a
people
wild
go
song.
around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. Damn, that's like heroin type shit.
See, he is strung the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, it is
Not.
not.
Won't nobody help him. That's a cry for help.
What you
Hold
won't
on
do
now,
for
Mimi.
love.
I know you love this
You
song.
tried
I
everything, but
I
you
too
don't
love
give
this
up.
song.
Right.
He didn't.
He's in rehab. He
You
been
got to think
trying
about what was going on during that time.
He been trying everything, and he can't get off this shit, and nobody will help him.
Wow.
How did he die?
He is. Is he dead?
I think he's still alive.
Okay,
He is fighting a losing battle.
in this song.
I came back to let you know
You
I got
are
a
trash.
I got a thing for you, and I can't let it go.
Like
That's-
uber trash.
That's drug. That's a drug addict for real.
My friends wonder what is wrong with me.
Yes,
That's
bro. Are
exactly-
you okay? Do you
Hey,
need
the
help?
first thing you be wondering, what the fuck is up with Juan? That nigga's tweaking.
You know, like, and the fact that he was like, I guess you wondering where I've been, sound like some crackhead shit.
Right.
Because no one was looking for you but the dope man. Because you were supposed to pay him on the
So
fifth.
that's who we talking to.
Yeah, that's the song to the dope
Right
man.
during the time when crack had popped up, like family members and shit. Like, and uncles be gone for a minute. Like, what, you seen Dog? Like, I ain't seen Dog.
Then he'd show up at the barbecue. Bet you wondering where I've been.
Mine showed up with a big old eye, like it looked like a booty because somebody beat him up. I'm assuming it was his dealer.
Sounds about right.
See that?
Hey, but he came back to let you know.
That's back when the drug game was wholesome.
And
It's wholesome
And
and
it's
just
sick because
regular.
it's like-
regular.
Right. You come short, they just whoop your ass until you don't come back
because it was
around here
like,
unless you got
dang,
all
man,
the
who
money.
want to beat up Unc? Like he's literally like the sweetest person ever. Like,
Until he's high.
you know? And then it was like, wow.
He was short.
Like, wow, okay.
Hey,
Um,
I didn't mean to ruin the song.
Bobby Caldwell is 70 years old. He's still alive.
And hopefully he's not on drugs anymore.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
So we got a song about. I feel like a lot of music that we listen to now just it all had double meanings. And even
Yeah.
if it wasn't meant that way, like when you listen to it, you're like, that shit is wild.
Somebody told me Candy was about cocaine.
Oh yeah,
Like
about
Cameo,
Cameo,
yeah.
definitely about cocaine.
Yeah.
I like candy.
You ever seen the video?
I can feel
The
it.
nigga had on a
Yeah.
red,
Go back and watch the
I have to
video
watch it
now.
again.
you
Yeah.
know.
They was all high.
They was high as
It was
fuck.
high and looked like some gay people. Like,
Hey,
it was just weird.
I ain't gonna front. I saw a Return of the Mac video for the first time like 3 months ago. That's my first time I ever seen the video.
I completely forget there's a video.
I didn't know there was a video. I was like, "There's a video for this shit."
There's a video
Bro,
for
he,
a lot of
he
shit.
like the black James Bond in that
Right,
motherfucker.
that nigga shit. That
You
nigga.
lied to me. I want to
That's
know what she
damn.
lied about. Like,
I don't
'cause
know.
he was mad.
Hey, that's
Mad
my
as
shit.
motherfucker.
That's my
That's,
shit.
have you ever listened to the extended version? The
No.
one where the pianos just they go for like 2 to 3 minutes before the song finally kick in.
No, I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
that's
dog,
my shit.
That's my shit.
I would do my best to not try to not ruin any more songs.
You can't help it, bro.
but I
You,
cannot help it because I smoke weed and listen to music. So
when
this
you
is what
listen to
happens.
music, you find shit that you didn't know before.
Hey, I appreciate this perspective. I do.
Yes, because you're a music connoisseur.
Hey, I start singing and start visualizing something completely different now.
Yeah, all you gotta do is replace like love with like drugs.
Right.
What is, yeah, you know what?
It hurt your heart.
Hey, you can change it to some old freaky shit. You can just turn it to like some
Just-
like dick or some shit,
just
and it'll be the
like-
same
But
thing.
you won't do.
So, okay,
Do
everybody
for
here
dick.
knows who B Simone is, right?
Of course, I love her.
Damn, what you do now?
don't even
She
give a
actually
damn.
just recently revealed that she had her very first orgasm.
Yeah, because she been having issues getting a boyfriend. That's who KT used to remind me of.
So,
B. Simone.
last month she's achieved her very first orgasm, and she said that she's actually been celibate for 10 months.
She's been celebrating a lot. This is like her second.
You know, so
time
she
being
was
celibate.
met, you know, with a lot of people. Oh, your box mid and blah 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 blah.
That could be a thing though. Her box could be made.
But my thing is like, niggas love, and I say this all the time. Niggas love to argue with me that sex is an even exchange.
no, it's not.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely not.
It is not.
Niggas just
'Cause
use y'all
Niggas
to
always
masturbate.
feel like,
Because we definitely can get something for nothing.
Facts. I
yeah,
always say there's a lot of times dudes are just using girls to masturbate.
using our bodies to masturbate. So it's like it'd be so crazy. Because Eris will quote a lot. He'll quote DMX like,
Because you sound like them.
His speaking voice, it sounds like Earl Simmons.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Earl Simmons.
Hello.
Whenever y'all call him that, it'd be so funny to me.
Earl
Like I
Simmons.
know that's his name,
But we,
but it just
Earl. Because he looked like an Earl. Tell me he don't look like an Earl.
He definitely looked like his name could be Earl.
That you know for a fact when he used to go to his drug dealer, niggas be like, "Hey, Earl outside, fam."
They don't say DMX.
Earl
That's too
outside.
disrespectful for his image. Like DMX getting some dope. Earl.
Yeah,
Earl
but
gotta get it.
You think he used to bark at niggas in real life?
He did. Who was out? Somebody said they were at dinner. Somebody
Like,
said they
yo.
were at dinner with, I can't remember who it was. And they was like, this nigga really does talk like that. He said, hey, yo, waiter, come here. I need 2 of these. Like, whoa, calm down, dog.
Yo, folk, if a nigga bark at me in the middle of a conversation, we can't be friends no more.
Bro, you also got to remember, dog, them drugs sometimes talk to them a little differently.
so sex is not an even exchange.
It's not.
It's not.
It's cash.
It's a transaction.
It's transactional.
No, because okay, so some people are not familiar with the orgasm gap.
Dawn is a slut.
And this is a
No, I'm not.
research study that was done. And the statistics from that actual study, 95% of heterosexual men usually or always orgasm during sex, compared to only 65% of heterosexual women.
Sorry to hear that.
So it also found that 63% of heterosexual women had orgasms compared to 85% of heterosexual men in another study. You would be surprised how many men are ignorant to the clitoris. They have no idea where it is, how to stimulate it. They just
Oh, they think you get it just from the.
That's all they know to do.
is nah, you look. That,
somebody on Twitter, like they said something about like we don't need so many inches because they like when they penetrate the clitoris. I'm like, you don't penetrate the clitoris. So what are
If you
talking about?
penetrating the clitoris, you doing it
if
completely
you
wrong.
Penetrate the clitoris, G. You are an alien, and she's one too.
He would say there's never
Species.
even exchange because niggas don't be on shit. Kayla said definitely isn't. Yeah. A lot of people have this. The reason why they feel like it's an even exchange is because, oh, well, you're having sex with me and I'm having sex with you. So that's even.
No.
Not if
good.
I'm not being pleased from it.
'Cause I can
You
definitely come and you can't.
you are getting
One
an
shit.
orgasm out of this.
Facts.
We've been here fucking for however many minutes
Once I hit
and
my
you
stroke number, I'm
are
done.
going to get a warm towel because you ejaculated.
Facts.
Okay.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, I am about to go home and use my rose. That is not an even exchange.
Bring it with you.
When I
big
get a
son.
girlfriend, I'm getting a bottle warmer, just so we can keep the warm towels.
Oh, I thought you said a white, like a white warmer, because they have those.
They got
Yeah,
those
you-
too? I get
Yeah,
one of
do the
those
white
too.
one.
Yeah,
It's more hypoallergenic.
But that, and it was like, it's the middle of the night. Do you want something cold swiping across your ass?
No, ma'am.
Right. So why do it to a baby? So yeah, white warmers were dope.
Yeah,
You
do
know,
the
it's
white
3
warmer.
o'clock in the morning.
Shout out.
Have
Get a
it
white,
by.
get a white warmer.
Yeah. Cleaner.
Man, when I was like
People
20,
said, "Oh my god, I hate it." It's like, damn, have you seen one of these before? I roll.
when I was 24,
Who
25.
is giving you terrible?
Yo, what
keep
if
us
you
a-
had to ask? Do you know what this is? Then you shouldn't be.
We're talking about the orgasm gap, Nick, and
We're
how
talking about
niggas are
the-
always trying to argue that sex is an even exchange.
And
No,
men
Robert.
can't
Because
find
B
the clitoris.
Simone just went and had her first orgasm
They
on my
always
back.
giving her so much flack. For
They
just
give her
living her
they
fucking
give
life.
her so much flack for being who she is. And they need to go
Who
to
is
hell.
that?
B
B.
Simone,
Oh, okay.
light skinned chick on Wild 'N Out.
Right.
Like first she said, I don't want to date a nigga with a 9 to 5. Motherfucker, you don't have a 9 to 5, so I can understand why
It
you,
don't make sense
why
for her
it
to
don't
have a
make
9 to
sense
5.
for me to be this free flowing entrepreneur
She
dating a nigga still punching the fucking clock.
Right.
If I
She
say
has
I'm
a
going
job
to
that-
Hawaii on Tuesday, you be like, Bacon, we reschedule 3 weeks later because I gotta make sure I get this
I
time.
gotta
off.
gonna
work.
take some time. I gotta give. I ain't
gotta
got no
get
more
these- I
vacation
gotta
days.
use these vacation hours.
Right now, I get it.
Niggas are stupid. I hate niggas.
Niggas is dumb. Then they got
Um,
on
and
her
they
about
was
the self-help
they was
dick.
offended by that.
Of course they were.
Right, the internet.
Broke
wrong.
niggas always got a problem with something.
What you mean you don't want to date no nigga with a 9 to 5?
You not even
'Cause
on her
I
level to
don't.
begin with. So why do you care?
They don't even know what a
And
9
you
to
know
5
what?
actually is.
I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a lot of fucking money, but with me being full time with my businesses now, I can understand that mindset.
Yeah, and we did
because
too.
it's like me, I can literally get up and go at any time.
Anytime.
I don't have to wait. Like if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, damn, I want to go to brunch today. I want to go on a brunch date, or I want to go see a fucking matinee movie or whatever.
Prime
Like
example.
I have to wait because he's at work. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's different because during the day I am at home all day. I'm still making money. I'm still doing what I need to do, but I'm at home all day.
Prime example. You get mad at us sometimes because you want to go do family shit, and all of us are still at work.
Right, and I don't think you'd be mad from the standpoint that we at work, but it's just be like, damn, I got all
Damn,
this free
I
time.
got all this
and
free
the
time.
people that I would
wanna
enjoy
do-
to be
do
around
with, I
or
gotta wait till they
doing
get
some-
off work.
And then by the time we probably get off work,
Or
you
you
probably
eat
sleepy or they took a nap
or doing
some other shit.
content.
So I totally understand.
Yeah, I always agree with that.
I just hate
This whole like doing content pseudonym is really funny.
Still bothers you, bro?
No, it's just funny. He's
You know
doing
what bothers
content.
me? The fact that like on TikTok you can't say sex. So like when they say sex worker, they gotta spell it SEGG.
Dog, they be so the
Wow.
unique the creativity on
That
TikTok
people-
is
that
so
people have
that
is
couple man is amazing.
That's funny.
Carrots be so good, man. I love vegetables.
You like phallic shit.
She like
Everything she
She
ate
need
over here
oil.
was stiff and hard.
she need oil because she didn't have nothing stiff and hard all week.
That's not
Celery,
that's
carrots.
Not our
It's
problem.
not our problem.
I love
Beef
fruits,
jerky.
vegetables, and water. That's why my pussy good.
Get out. Listen,
Hey
I know
Tom,
there's a
you had
fuck
that
over.
question yesterday. Is that what makes yours great?
I'm not
No,
gonna ask this half of that.
You the one told me to ask. Okay.
Did you ask?
You
A
asked
post
a
post
human?
is going around like, when was the first time that you realized that your pussy was good? Mine is just hereditary. I didn't do nothing to it. It just came out that way. It's just
But how did you find out?
I come from a long line of,
But that was at
Well,
a,
what was it? What
Wait, our
what,
family has a lineage of great vagina.
yes.
that was a discussion at the
Like-
table one day that you gonna have great vagina just like me.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure my grandma said that to one of her kids.
Okay.
in some way
Off top.
while being called a red lipstick Jezebel.
Well, she was pimping those.
Yeah, my
so.
granny was a pimp.
Oh, so she was calling the heifers in the brothel
Red
red
lips
lipstick Jezebels. I can see that.
And my grandma had hands like the size of Andre the Giant. So imagine her pimp slapping a motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's a-
granny was
That's
granny.
a concussion.
My granny wore a size 13 and her hands was big as fuck. So if
Why?
you did not come with her shit, I would hate to see like. 'Cause
Concussion.
I know how, man.
Concussion protocol, ASAP. She gonna slap the shit out of you.
She has slapped somebody.
She was spry back then too. Shit, Granny was. I came home from school one day and Granny had like moved the couches and shit, just lifted everything and moved it. So I
how
already
about-
know.
So how about this? When was it confirmed that
Like
That
at
shit
what,
was good.
what
I honestly don't know if my pussy is good. I can only
you just
go
talk a lot
by.
of shit?
what the men tell you, right?
No, I just say shit. No, but because it's funny. But no, I am not able to feel my vagina. I don't know what the fuck it feels like. But I can only go by what people say to me. Like I said, like dude, like he always calls me Thanos. Like I have receipts.
When
Oh,
has
shit.
your vagina ever had a nigga acting out of the ordinary?
She has talked about him on the show constantly.
That's not out of the ordinary. That is who he is.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, we
This is
did
true.
talk about how a
When
nigga
I,
left a
like-
fucking note on my car.
Right,
Somebody, I
see
want to
shit
see
like
my
that.
son, and
Like-
I don't even have a son.
Like when
I talked about that one that we posted the other day where the chick rode on dude's car.
I
Like I
want
want to see my
and I'm like,
And it's not even
"God."
they car?
That was the first thing that I thought about because I'm like, this nigga really left a handwritten sheet of paper
I just want to see my son.
on my windshield, like, let me see my son. Because he was telling the police that he was harassing me because I was his baby mama and I was keeping his kid away. I was currently pregnant at the time, but I don't have a son.
it's terrible.
That's out of the ordinary.
That was the problem. He found out because I was working at MATC at the time and I saw his sister there. So she must have been like,
Damn,
hey, I
how-
saw Tamika, yada, yada, yada. You know,
So,
she
How do you work at
pregnant.
MATC?
He-
I've been trying to work at MATC
He
all
had
my damn
had
life.
sex with you before he did this crazy shit, right?
Said what?
He had sex with you before he started doing this crazy
Oh,
shit.
He
yeah.
has had
See,
intercourse.
That is
with
the
you.
out of the ordinary
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like when a
Intercourse.
motherfucker see that, well, this is how wine is 7 days a week. And on this 5th week, wine is starting to act a little fucking peculiar. That pussy must be really good that he's been getting for the last couple of weeks.
No, I mean with dude though, like
Have you ever
I
done
don't
anything
think
wild
if
for
I
some pussy,
did like
Tommy?
I don't think dog would come back like that.
Have I ever done anything wild for some pussy?
Besides marry a woman, have you ever?
That's,
That
pretty,
might
that's,
be the
pre- that's,
wildest
pretty, that's
shit
pretty
you
wild. That's pretty
was-
wild.
What's the wildest thing that you came to the conclusion?
Same
Like, have you drove into Chicago to pick a bitch up when you know you barely had gas money?
I've been inside the house of a woman who was married.
Yeah, that's my
That pussy was great.
That's pretty wild.
that's my old.
That shit had
That was
to be
pretty
great,
wild.
because you risked your life.
Yeah,
You did risk your life.
that's pretty
That
wild.
shit was fire, wasn't
Yes,
it? You're not wrong.
yes.
It's crazy because I have so many stories, and it's like, why do I have this many stories?
Because niggas are wild people.
They are. And,
See,
and
Kiba, that means you got great pussy.
You have grade A
No, somebody
vagina.
did that dumb shit to me. once.
Great American vagina. Was it boobs he did on the show?
He
Though?
did boobs.
like I had a nigga that sat on my porch for hours,
No, that's
like
good.
hours,
Bro, to just be sitting on the
hour.
porch.
Like, bro, I was gone all day.
He was waiting on you to.
I went out that night and everything. Like, I came home. It was like, because it was after club closed. Like, we had went to Escape and shit. And he must have heard when the when the yard, like, you remember the ching that the gate used to make,
Yeah.
because we used to have to lift the thing up,
Yes, to
push it
pull-
back, yeah.
to get in the yard.
and so I'm backing up, and all of a sudden I see this nigga in the fucking rearview mirror looking like Jason, and I was like, the fuck. So he's like, where the fuck you been? I'm like,
So nigga, where the fuck you been? Like,
Well,
why?
He's like,
apparently
"Man, I
right
sat
here."
all fucking day. And I was like, why were you sitting here? I
Hey.
said, wait a minute, what time did you get here? And when he told me, I'm like, dog,
What
Hey.
time did he get there?
he had been there since like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Hey, that shit.
Why ain't nobody let him in the house?
That shit
He
fire.
didn't think to ask anybody.
That shit
He
was
was on
fire
the
to him.
porch.
He was. We.
Like, at what point in time do you decide to leave?
Then
Like,
he used to
what do you
just,
do
like-
for food?
And then when I
Did
had
he
a
go to the
restraining order on
bathroom?
him, he would
That
like,
is not true.
he would
Kiva.
walk around the neighborhood and
These
shit
men
with his
are more
backpack
weird
on.
than
So I had to
women
call
in
the
this
police on him because
situation.
I'm like, I
Men
don't know
are
what's
more
in
weird.
this
I can't
backpack, and
argue
I'm
with that
home,
time.
and I'm
You think?
pregnant and shit.
Yeah,
So you haven't had any weird pussy like waiting for you? Some shit.
I've
doing
had
cra-
some weird pussy.
some shit like
Uh,
some out of the ordinary like.
I've
go-
had
I've had niggas calling my PO on me. I've had them trying to get me fired from my jobs.
Yeah, my dick trash. I ain't never going through no shit like that.
Like,
Ain't nobody trying to get me fired.
You make bad life choices in your women, though.
shit
That's
just be
why.
wild,
I just
man.
had a motherfucker on Facebook just at every fucking turn.
That nigga put my tires on flat and bust my windshield
That's
the day that
something
he left
crazy.
the note.
What?
The
He
fact
left a
that
note.
somebody wouldn't stop being everywhere you go to let them know that you did this.
And I want to
time.
know how mad that nigga was, because that was a cement block with one of them, like, you know them when they be rusty and shit, like when they had like little structures and like a piece of the cement falls off, but it's like that metal pole be sticking out of it.
The rest
Yeah.
is good,
Yeah. That's what was on my fucking it was on the hood of the car, because when he shot it, like it cracked the windshield and just like fell on the hood of the car. I was, how the fuck did you lift that?
He was
Yeah.
angry. When you
Just-
angry, you can do some things.
Clearly.
testosterone built up.
Raw power. That's the weirdest thing. That's
Oh, and then that same guy also left. He told me that he would burn my house down with me and everybody in it. And when I got up to go to work one morning, it was a gas can on my porch.
that's wild. Fam.
Okay, you win.
I don't think it was coochie though. He just retarded.
You gave a retarded nigga some
but
coochie.
when you retarded
And
then
you get some
mix
coochie?
that with like some shit you don't want to let go. Yeah, you
Because you know retarded niggas get one track minded. So if they nutted, because like 97% of the men do, he gonna want that feeling again.
pretty sure he done took a couple ass whoopings.
Yeah.
Do
No,
good
no,
pussy
no,
make
no.
y'all say shit y'all don't mean during sex?
Yes.
Or is it just you just say shit? Because is that the only time y'all say shit y'all don't mean during sex if it's real good to you?
yes.
Other than that, I pretty much like to be quiet.
I enjoy it.
No, if
I
I'm saying
talk to
some, if
myself.
I'm
I
saying
just
some
I
shit is
just chill
true.
and try to enjoy the moment.
I enjoy it.
If I'm saying some shit is true.
Oh, well, I guess that counts then, because I've been asked to have their kid and married him and stuff.
I
during
got
sex.
married because of that. Got done having
Oh,
sex. Hey, let's get married.
You had to live that shit you was talking, huh?
Hey, let's get married. Okay.
Yeah,
You wake up and be
That was the proposal. I never told nobody that.
but it's crazy because so many women are digmatized and go nuts about like because they've been fucked good. That is the one thing, and y'all know I tell y'all any and everything that I have
Hey.
fucking been through. That is the one thing that I have never had happen to me to where
Hey, when
But
niggas go to
I have
retarded pussy
treated-
town,
I've treated sex differently from when I first started though. And
Yeah.
I think it was because of like the conversations that I used to have with my mother and my grandmother. Like I never gave niggas power sexually. It was always me. So I think that might be the reason why I was never a thing. Like I was just super excited to get dick from some nigga or like, you
I
know,
know, Kiva. I know.
I don't know if that was the
He's
reason.
like, I do it over because that's not it.
Oh, your proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't it. But
Hey, she
Hey,
said yes.
it's better than Martin's. Did better
Gina, baby, damn, are you happy now? I think that was flawless. Went off without a hitch.
I have been waiting for that my whole life. And
It was
if
her
you
fault that that's the
excuse
proposal
me,
she got.
I gotta play the catch.
But see, nobody wants to
crowd's
admit
like,
that all of this was
"Woo, you
Gina's
know
fault
that?"
any fucking way. Stop pressuring my nigga to marry you. He's gonna
Stop
eventually marry.
pressuring me. Stop pressuring
He said
me.
at least Martin asked.
I did ask. Just didn't ask in the sentimental way.
But yeah, I
He
don't
wasn't- She's not a sentimental
Dick
woman anyway.
Dick is not good enough to make me go crazy. If I have ever
What can make you
reacted,
go crazy?
if I have ever reacted in an unreasonable way, it wasn't really unreasonable based on what happened that made me react that way. Like when I went ape shit on a nigga, it was because he stole $3,000 out of my stash
What was
and
that?
went and bought a car. Because I told him that I told him I would help him get his car after I got my shit. I didn't even have mine yet. And because he saw fucking Monte Carlo, that was Rico. You remember you said Rico sounds shady? That was Rico.
Shady. Oh, and he got a Monte Carlo.
It was a Monte
Niggas
Carlo.
named Rico
Hey,
drive
I
Monte
didn't
Monte
have my
Carlos
shit
was
yet.
the shit at one point. in time.
I
a
didn't even
nigga
have
named
my
Rico
shit.
and he got a Monte Carlo.
And
He
he went
double shady.
And
Yeah,
took
but
3
playing
stacks
Desperado.
out of my stash. And because his sister called, she was like, hey, she was like, he
Hey.
said he bought a car. He bought a car. I'm like,
Hey,
That
black
nigga
black
had him-
black man can't be named Rico.
she had to come get me from work because again, I hadn't even bought my car yet. I said I would help him get a car after I got my car. Whatever
weren't-
was left over, I would have helped him with.
You weren't moving fast enough.
But he decided,
At least
Oh,
he
well, I
used it for
found
something
this-
practical. He didn't just steal $3,000
Yeah,
and
and
go
then guess
fuck it
what?
off.
and then guess what? While riding down Sherman, because bitches, you know, we know our nigga shit. I am riding southbound. His car is coming northbound.
Ooh.
But there's a bitch in here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nigga, y'all think it was fucking civil unrest at that gas station on Sherman and Burleigh when all that shit went down? I was finna be the first motherfucker to burn it down, okay? I didn't give a fuck about nobody that day. I was finna blow that bitch to smithereens.
That's like
and if you
3
was
Step
in
Brothers
whatever little
references today.
blast radius, nigga, we was all finna go.
That wasn't about the dick though.
No, that was
That
No,
was
it's-
because
That's
you took,
principalities.
right. You took
Whoop his
my
ass.
money without my permission. Then you went and bought a car, and now you got a bitch in the car that you used my money to buy without my permission.
You should call the cops.
Everybody finna go up and
This-
smoke this thing.
Everybody gotta go.
But that's what. But that wasn't a dick thing. You know what I mean?
I think niggas confuse like good dick with the fact that you're stupid.
Yeah, disrespectful shit.
Right, like you're
All
doing
the
stupid
time.
shit that cause these reactions.
All
it's
the
not because
time.
you lay good pipe.
That's a good point. Because a lot of shit is probably that. It's probably
Hey,
like you just
ladies that
being
are, still,
completely
that are
disrespectful.
still watching
mostly
this, what
that.
is y'all definition of good dick?
Now, don't get me wrong. There are some chicks that cut up just because a nigga's fucking them good. I'm not saying it never happens, but majority of the time, niggas just do out of pocket shit, and they feel like she's acting like that because man, because I'm fucking her good. With no, because it's the fact that you disrespected me, and I have said it on the show, on my posts, and in person several times. I am more likely to flash out on you if your dick was trash. Because not only did you disrespect me, but you had the nerve to not be fucking me good on top of it. So I had to deal with this shit, and you ain't even got good or a big dick. I should really beat your motherfucking ass.
She sounds so angry.
Cause
right
I am. Cause I had a flashback. Like you
How
really
did
tried
we
to
get
play
here?
me. You ain't got no dick.
I mean,
The
when you got
fuck?
decent sex, you can get away with a little bit of disrespect. You got to pick and choose the kind of disrespect.
This
you try
is
to
the
get away
dick
with.
that I got, and he had the nerve to try to cheat on me. Okay, and I'm not exaggerating. This is the dick.
That's why I don't need to
You know what I want, ladies, in the comments? I want y'all to understand that, like, y'all got to stop picking niggas because they ugly that they won't cheat. Because I know some ugly niggas who be getting bitches.
Those be the ones that get all the
How
pussy.
they get bitches, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll tell you.
I don't know.
You need to
Juan.
teach me the game.
I will tell you.
We was talking. We was friends with a young lady who dated a particular person we know.
And she thought that he wouldn't do nothing
do
because
nothing
of how
wrong.
he looked. And he low key got hoes.
He had
One.
a lot of hoes.
I'm trying to get. He need to teach me the game.
He got
One.
the type.
You are not the
Oh.
only bitch that's thinking like that. They will use that to their advantage, that bitches are thinking that because they are ugly that they don't give bitches. So now guess what? They got a lot of bitches that are just like you that
Damn.
thought that because they are ugly, they couldn't get bitches.
See, if I was evil, I would use that to my advantage because people probably think that because I'm fat.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well-
you know, so that's one thing.
Big niggas have a season though.
Two,
I'm all year round.
a lot of them,
I'm just saying, you know.
Tell me I got this season.
I'm just saying, but niggas have
a lot of them got they have known that they were ugly for their entire lives. So they knew that they had to work on
God
other shit.
damn.
See, I tell niggas that all the time. You gotta pick a struggle. If you ugly, you should be well dressed.
Hey, some women say they don't care what the guy
They
look
be
like.
well-dressed,
If you funny,
They
you
smell
get
good, they be funny, they work on other shit because they know like I can't just walk up to a bitch and make her panties fall off. I got some work to do.
So is that okay? So
Kiva said, "Know your worth, one."
Man, crazy. Is that
Um,
like convincing yourself to like
Love
a
you,
person?
Kiva.
what?
Well, like he not, visually appealing, but you kind of focus on the other qualities that you may like.
Okay, so here's the thing with me. I can't do butt ugly.
I
can't. I can't
Like he
do
can't
like
have an ugly butt, or like
No.
no,
he
like
can't look like a butt.
No, he just
I
ugly as
can't
fuck.
do butt ass ugly. Now, if you know slightly funny looking or a little
Slightly.
odd in the
Slightly.
face,
What does odd in the face look
a
like?
little odd in the face.
Don't say it. Not while this mic is on. Because I feel like you for some fucked up shit.
You know somebody with odd
You
face.
know somebody with an
Yeah.
odd face.
But yeah, so you know you're a little
She
odd in
still
the
try
face.
to get pussy all the time.
But
Is it successful?
Not at all.
Okay.
oh my god,
success rate is terrible.
It's running percentage.
but yeah. So now, while I can't do just like absolutely repulsive, like the thought of being intimate with you is just like it disgusts me to the point. It's like,
What?
Nah, but just like not,
But
not
if
your
you-
type shit.
Marv wasn't my type because I'm not attracted to big guys.
See?
But
I feel
he
like-
was, but it wasn't that he was ugly to me. Marvin was always handsome in the face to me. It was just I wasn't used to dating big guys.
See, and I feel
but
you had to
after
convince
kicking-
yourself to like it.
If he lost,
I
a
didn't
little
have
wa-
to convince myself. It was just after being like spending time with him and just vibing with him, you start to when somebody is already attractive to you and you really start to like them, they become even more attractive. If
convincing
somebody might have been like so, but you start to like them, you start to
So
look at
was
them in a
he-
different
was
light.
he attractive to you?
convincing yourself one in this case would be
He
he's
was
doing all these things you
handsome.
like,
No,
but
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
get
no.
him half
Listen,
the way.
I know, I'm
said he
finna
was
break-
handsome.
no, I'm finna
asking
break
you,
it down.
Are you attracted?
He was handsome to me, but I wasn't physically attracted to him. Like I didn't look at him as a person that I would want to be sexually intimate with.
Right.
I didn't force myself to like him though. That just happened after we started vibing and everything. And once I started to like take a liking to him and actually, start looking at him as somebody that I can actually date, that came later.
So you don't think none of that was like convincing?
I didn't convince myself to do it. I wasn't sitting here like, man, he nice.
No,
we gotta
like,
like
I
him.
don't
We gotta
think-
like him.
Like
We
when
gotta
I
like
say
him.
convinced, I don't mean like you sat there and was like, "Damn, I got to do this," but like you slowly grew into it because you started spending more time with them.
Right. But what
That's
I'm
the
saying,
type of shit I'm saying.
right. I said I can do that, but I can't like if you're just butt ass ugly, you just horrible. We won't even make it that far because I'm not gonna want to be in your
Nope.
company.
But it wasn't just based upon like a nigga being ugly. It was just like how you said. It's just like me. Like I'm pretty sure I know I'm handsome, but I ain't attractive to everybody.
Mhm.
But the more time you spend with Juan, you be like, damn, Juan kind of dope. You funny, you all this. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to be like, I gotta convince myself to like Juan because I spent all this time. If you don't fuck with me, you just don't fuck with me. It's
Right.
cool.
Don't
Everybody
fuck with
doesn't
me.
vibe.
He was said facially challenged people have a lot of heart, but everybody ugly to somebody. So your other characteristics, boom, then the person get cute. Exactly.
Basically.
And that was my thing. Like I said, he was always handsome to me. Like, his face, he was always a very handsome man to me, but I wasn't physically attractive in the fact where I looked at him and saw him as somebody that I would be sexually intimate with.
Oh.
But once like after being with him and like actually like really, really starting to like him, I was rubbing all on that big ass baby. Like he was the sexiest nigga in the room to me. Like whenever I was around him, you know what I'm saying? Like because that was my attraction to him. But now that we're no longer together and I don't have that connection to him, I don't look at him as somebody that I would be sexually intimate with again. You know? Did that make sense?
Yep.
It makes sense.
it's
man. That's the
happened.
sense I don't like.
But yeah, like, you know, so it's not that there are people that I instantly, and that's one thing where people will say this a lot, and I feel like it's kind of, I don't feel like people say it right. People say, well, a woman knows within the first whatever if she'll fuck you or not. No, I usually know within the first whatever that I absolutely won't fuck you. It's not a guarantee that I will, but I will know,
you know for a fact,
absolutely
yeah.
when I won't.
Like I don't think I
It's
can.
yours to lose.
Like I don't think I can talk my way into some pussy, but I'm for sure I can talk my way out. Of
Yeah,
some.
it's you. Women will know it's yours to lose.
Like I can't talk my way into your drugs, but I can for damn sure say some shit. You be like, you know what, bro?
I take the challenge of talking myself.
Like,
into
cause
some
I
pussy.
can see,
You could definitely laugh your way to some
I
pussy.
can talk my way into something. I believe.
cause I can have 3 niggas lined up right here.
Oh my!
I can look at him and be like, oh, I would absolutely fuck him. Like just based off of, you know, like I would fuck
He
him.
checks the boxes.
But then I have this guy was like, I would never in my life let him touch me. I don't give a
my.
fuck what's going on. I
What
would
a
never
third.
let him touch me. So I wouldn't even bother letting him take me out because I know that I'm physically repulsed by him. I don't want him touching me. I don't want his hands anywhere near my body.
Can he?
But then there's this other guy where it's like, well, he, you know, he cool. I don't know. I won't say no, but I'm not
You
saying
start
yes.
off-
Like, you know,
He'll be a
See,
test.
that's the
kinda
type of
depends.
motherfucker I don't want. Don't be like, I won't say no.
Because but those are the ones where they're giving you the opportunity.
Once you
Because-
get once you get to
because
know,
it's
once-
like-
them.
it's like I'm not saying no. I can't see it.
You can't see it. You got to work your way there.
You
Start off as a friend.
Perfect example.
Draws will fall in your lap later.
Me and Ken ended up in a whole relationship and fucking all the time and everywhere. I was not sexually attracted to Ken at first. That was something that came later, like after me and him were like became closer and started hanging out more and doing a lot of stuff. And then we became like, well, Ken was trying to fuck me for years before that,
Yes.
but I wasn't like,
Right, because we don't have to convince ourselves that we trying to fuck
Right,
y'all.
but it
y'all
wa-
got to
it-
convince
but-
yourself that y'all gonna give us some.
but
Yep.
and with him, I never felt that he was an ugly guy, but it was just one day something clicked. Was like, damn, was he always this cute? Like, you know, he had his little hat on and stuff, and it was like that particular day I began to see him as somebody that I could be physically intimate with when it wasn't like that prior.
Yeah, they wasn't supposed to be a couple either, but
And
We
then,
wasn't supposed to do nothing.
then it became a
Y'all
couple of
supposed
jackasses.
y'all supposed to be just a little
We
summer
wasn't
fling.
supposed to do nothing. So yeah, I won't say that I know within the first whatever that I will fuck you, but I will definitely know if I absolutely positively won't fuck you. I can know that off top. Like that nigga will never touch me. I don't give a fuck what he got going on. This nigga can send me a screenshot that he got the winning Powerball ticket and be like, I want some of that pussy. What's up?
That's funny because I don't
Damn,
think
you're
that
not
works the
going
same.
for the
way.
winning Powerball?
No.
Wait, hold on. Which Powerball are we talking about here? Because
Wait,
on the
I
jackpot.
don't want you to answer that.
Sitting on the jackpot.
You gay for pay,
I don't think that's the same for niggas.
I
Though.
didn't say I was gay.
but for the pay.
If it's a chick that won it,
No.
and I wouldn't normally touch her,
Because my thing
Gay
is
for
like
pay. That's what we ask.
nah, can't do gay for pay.
set like
Would you? Okay, after you. I
If
got a
I'm not-
question.
Save it for the death fresh.
I don't want
We're here now. I gotta ask you.
I don't want painful sex. And if I am not like if
That's
I
it.
am just I can't even
If you
look
can't
at you
get
during
wet,
sex,
it's gonna
my
be rough.
pussy finna be dry as fuck. And I am not finna get rug burn within my walls because he got a Powerball ticket. Like, bro, I just
That
I'll be
nigga better
alright.
get,
Sometimes
that nigga better
you
get some- gotta
gotta
get some
take one for
KY.
the
that
team.
shit hurts.
You better get you some KY. Squirt down there where get the party going.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
Because I've had, and we've talked about this before, how bitches will make it seem like they never, ever, 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 ever go dry. If you have seen my OnlyFans, you know goddamn well how this goes.
Everybody.
Matter
can
of
go
fact, I was getting my tire changed.
dry.
This is
I was
completely.
getting my tire changed on Friday, and I decided like
A new
all right,
name-
well,
this
I'm a-
is a new name for it?
I'm gonna go ahead. No, it was really getting the tire changed.
I
I was really getting
did
the tire
get your
changed.
tires rotated.
my
And
tires rotated.
While I was getting the tire
Balanced.
changed, I decided I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll go ahead and I'll start editing some content. I'll see
Oh,
if I
I
can,
just
you know,
start
whatever.
making some content. Like, why?
And
Wash
there
on
was
the
a
jack?
part. There was a part on the video. You know how when the Pepsi commercials, when they pop the can open and all the little condensation pop up?
This
You
bitch.
saw that shit?
That was me.
Hmm.
And I paused it and I like screenshotted it. And because my camera is so dope, like it really is like the crystal clear, just like
Crystal
it's
Light.
crazy.
Hey, what was that crystal soda?
Pepsi Crystal.
Shit was nasty.
It was just
Oh, clear Pepsi.
Clear
Yeah,
Pepsi.
that's what it's clear Pepsi.
Yeah.
So Tommy,
Oh boy.
You don't have to answer this.
if a young suitor
Yeah.
slid in your inbox,
Oh, yeah.
See, you don't even have to see my vagina. But see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know, Tommy.
It's like Pepsi can.
I'm. Yes. Go ahead, Juan.
if a dude slid in your inbox and was offering to buy you gifts, would you take it?
If a dude,
Yeah. He just
No.
want to take you shopping.
You
Nah.
ever see Fluffy's stand up where the rich guy, offered to fly him out, and he said no, and he got mad at his wife because it's like, I don't have to sit here and take this shit from you. I got a rich guy that wants to fly me out.
What about you, Tom?
No,
Let dude
No.
take you shopping?
No.
it depends.
I don't know.
Why?
You see how I go
No.
from no to it depends?
I
You
don't
just
know.
said shopping.
What does it depend on?
Depends on what, why
This is
me?
a question I want to ask, okay?
He slid in your inbox, thought you was cute.
Now, y'all know
He
I
didn't go like that, but he was on some bro shit, like let's kick it, hang out. He hit you with some real nigga bro shit.
If he just trying to be friends, but he shows his love with gifts,
Now, you got a secret agenda. He trying to fuck,
then he
but
ain't,
he hit you on some bro shit because he want to take you shopping.
he ain't getting these draws. bro.
Now,
I'm
y'all know
sorry.
y'all know that I have said
He ain't
several
getting
times on the
these.
show. I've said several times on the show that the reason I don't sell pussy is not because I feel like I'm above it. It's not because I look down on it. It is because I don't know how to, like,
You don't know your price range.
you know.
But the
It's
winning
like
lottery ticket sounds like it should cover
But this
all
is my
expenses no
thing,
matter
like-
what.
Indecent
I-
proposal.
And I feel like
A meal on the
it's-
table,
I think it would be different though.
an attaché case of a quarter
Like-
meal.
And I think that's what bothers me because it's like,
A duffel bag.
is there a what is the base price for pussy?
I don't know, man.
I
It's
don't know, you have
fluctuating
to
in this
ask-
economy.
But I'm not asking y'all. I'm just saying, like literally, like what would the base price for pussy be? Or do is like,
Well, you know,
is it set higher for ugly niggas or for big guys or like,
don't know.
you
If I
know,
think-
if
I
it's-
think-
probably.
You
know what I
need to
mean?
go
Like-
if you honestly want to get real prices, just hit up the Bunny Ranch and see what they charge of niggas that come through.
and then
Because I
it's
feel like they have a more reasonable market value compared to these hoes on here who just trying to get her hair done.
I got a question because
and then it's
Cause
like, what is? Because I know when it's not enough because
Cause-
people offer me and they like whatever and I'm like no.
because
They literally have offered me like hundreds of dollars to do it. And I'm like, no. But my thing is it different if a nigga be like, okay, well, I'll give you $200, you know, if you whatever. And you're like, nah. Versus them saying, well, I pay your car note for the month or I pay your mortgage for the month or whatever. Like, do you feel better if they
I
just
said
outright say, well,
that.
I will pay this bill for you? Versus,
Apparently they do because that's one people look at it more as a guaranteed expense. Like if you exchange cash across the table, that cheapens the whole experience. But if you take care of something that actually matters to them, it makes them feel like, oh, you really do care because you specifically targeted something that fucking matters.
if y'all had a coochie, would y'all sell it?
Yes.
I definitely probably do.
I
The
definitely,
shit that I've done for free.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Like the shit I've done
I
Absolutely.
told you it's not because
I don't
feel
even
like
know
it's
why. I don't
unsellable.
even-
I just like
Because we have seen the power that it has had. Mimi's a prime example.
I
Minding
have
her
somebody
motherfucking
offering to pay my mortgage for the month, not even for sex, just for head.
right. See, look that. You see that right there?
See?
She ain't did shit to
And
deserve that.
I feel
Right.
like, and I feel like I would be like me being a hoe would change on my daily expenses.
Nigga,
So if I know,
you walking around with a gold
Gold
mine.
Right.
if
was
I
so
know
quick.
on
Niggas say it all
Friday,
the time.
if I know on Friday I got a hair appointment to go get my hair done, guess what? On Thursday I'm fucking for that 600
Because you know there's
because
a
I know
nigga
I
that
need my
wants it.
hair done.
Hey, every time I see him on Facebook, got him. I know what you was on.
Right.
But that's like and
I
that's
buy Jordans every fucking week. You know what? I'm fucking for at least 500. You finna cover some of these J's I buy.
Big facts. Somebody else is funding TDR.
but that's the thing, and it's like, do people look down on people less
TDR
when it's
really
like
blowing the fuck
when
up.
it's for an actual exchange of like
Is this a platinum table?
expenses
Yeah.
versus
Why, yes.
Yes, it is.
just saying, oh man, you fuck for $200 versus saying
I don't know what you need
you
this
fuck for
$200
your
for.
mortgage. Like, you know,
Give,
what I'm
like
saying?
I say, giving $200 really cheapens it. But if you're doing it for something that has a natural, sustainable value to
I
you,
also think it depends on who is also buying said.
this is true.
See, what's me and Tone? Now, I'm the type of nigga, I'll probably slide you $200. Tone will probably pay a bill.
Still
Just-
$200.
Just because we're two different people, though. I'm just 200, fair exchange, no robbery. You got what you needed. I got what I needed. I just gave you 200 in cash. Tone was like, well, you know, I talk to this bitch every day. Bitch need a cell phone bill paid. She gonna give me some pussy. I'm gonna pay the cell phone bill.
Yep.
It's the same shit.
That way, when
Because
I
that
call
200
you,
I gave you for you fucking, you probably used that on paying your cell phone bill. You probably was like, fuck it, we ain't got no food this week. I'm gonna put some groceries in the house. I got a little man, some fruit snacks and some juices. We fucking Gucci. All for this $200. I'm not judging.
put
Yeah,
that cell
I-
phone
look,
on,
I said,
get
look,
you a job. They can call you.
Right.
Here
So
on
when I
Hush-
call you, it's like, hey,
we are
coming
very
through.
whole positive here on
Okay.
Emotionally Awkward. Mimi does not judge women for selling pussy. I just don't want you to sell it for cheap.
That's all we say around here.
As Kiva said in the
You
comments,
can sell your
know
pussy,
your
just
value,
please
know
don't
your
sell,
worth.
just
Yeah.
please don't sell it cheap. That's why I don't sell mine, because I feel like niggas can't afford it.
Because them hoes on back pages is giving massages for $25.
Hey, the lunar eclipse is going on
Because
right
niggas,
now.
they'll easily
Might
like,
be.
hey, can I throw you $200 for this? Can I throw you $300 for this? Can I throw you for, like I said, somebody's trying to pay my
Hey,
mortgage just for
Niggas,
head.
you
niggas
know-
trying to buy you weed.
You know what, man?
But
You
he's
know
not-
what, Kiva?
He,
You can. If you know for a fact you about to do business, make them give you deposits
is
so
what-
they're not wasting your time.
Kiva, this is a question that I see from OnlyFans girls all the time on Twitter. They say must be deposit ready because they don't want their time wasted.
Yep. If you put down 25% of what it is,
And
to
then a
come
lot
see
of them
me,
now, they don't take cash because they like counterfeit cash, or niggas will try to rob them or take it back. So they got to send it like through Cash App or
Yep.
whatever else.
if they give you 25% of what this hookup is, even if they don't show up, you still just got some money.
You said, what's the starting pay rate? Actually, I just talked to Tone because somebody that we know actually disappointed me with their prices because they're giving away way too much for way too little.
A
But
lot of bitches are.
it depends on the person.
Some people
Like
doing
I
under
see,
100.
I see people and they be like meetups, $100.
Yeah.
That's
Like
See-
me, and I'm like,
Yo, chicks on Twitter with the menu, that should be crazy.
and people write me and they be like, hey,
the barber
they
chick,
be like,
a haircut chick. She got a full.
guys write me and
full
they
thing.
ask me like, well, you know, what's your menu? I'm like, I don't have one. I'm only available, you know, through my sites and
Yeah.
the
For some reason,
services I provide.
$500 seemed like a good rate. If
But
I-
the
if-
barber,
500,
hair,
500?
a
I think
barber
if I had-
haircut
if I
chick.
had-
For pussy?
If I had a cooch,
So
I five.
what?
I
what
start
okay,
five.
so $500. You feel like that's a good price?
Yeah, I think so.
So with this
As
$500,
long as you
what
stay
do
off the
what do
back
we get?
page.
Because
That's a
see,
good
like
point.
the chicks with
Like
the
here, what are
menu,
the first two messages? Price, how much for meetups? Like people are always trying to.
like, because when you really look at the thing, like when you look at their menu and then you add it all up, that should probably be like, you know,
It depends on the need.
$600 or so. Like
Okay.
if you get
You
everything,
you buying
everything.
Kiva?
Okay.
because you know some chicks, some nigga
'Cause you
bitches
buying them
is selling
selling.
FaceTime calls nowadays.
See, and it depends.
Dog,
She
my
She
sister
said-
do that.
Hey, keep it whatever you
She's-
want.
My
And she
sister
said,
sell
what
$50
all-
FaceTime.
Do it depend what you need and what all, and $500 what all come with it. Some
That's on you.
Some are
I
very
don't- yeah.
expensive because you have some women like everybody runs their OnlyFans different. It's the same way with that. Like me, my base price is higher, but I offer all of my content unlocked once you pay the higher base price. I do that to weed out cheap people that don't want to pay a higher base price. Then you have other people who have their OnlyFans for like $3 or $5, but then they nickel and dime the fuck out of you. You got to pay $20 to unlock a video
A
that's only
3-minute
2 minutes long.
Right.
Like, cause one chick, like she be whacking, like her shit don't even be a full, like because I was following her, like I had a free thing. She sent me a thing, so I would get the messages that she would send out to her customers. and it would be fucking literally 30-40 second videos, and she whacking $20-$30 for 30 seconds. But if she's doing that, clearly somebody's paying.
Somebody's paying for it.
Right.
She was thick as fuck, so people they do what they
I be
do. What
seeing
they do.
those on Twitter. She was
And
like,
that's how a lot of people do. Like they make
Shit.
their money like selling.
That's during the strip parties and they selling they
Messages.
pussy
She
for
was
like
like $100.
$30-$40.
you
$34
get,
tip.
I think you got like naked FaceTime calls for like 6 months.
Right. And
for,
that and
for the $100.
Dog, the
right. And
fact
people
that-
try to pay me for that, but because I am very protective about my content and my brand, like if you are viewing my content on one of my sites and you take that and you post it somewhere else, I have legal recourse to get that shit taken down. If I'm doing a private FaceTime call with you that you didn't cash at me for, or Zelle or PayPal or whatever, and you screen recording this shit to post it up, show whoever do it, there's nothing I can do about that.
I mean, but when it's gonna be terrible because I found out like when you screen record while you're on the phone, like you can't hear shit. So that's a pointless thing anyway.
Yeah. So like
That would be a waste of fucking time.
All right.
because
You
when
see the image.
when I'm doing shit and I upload it, my watermark is on there. So you got my logo is on
Yeah,
there.
you
The
gotta do the
onlyfans.com/Cummer
watermark.
You can't
Walker
get
is
no
on
watermark
there.
on no FaceTime.
There
no.
is a digital marker, a digital fingerprint on the videos when we upload them. So it randomly scans the web for
Gotta
that
put-
digital
gotta put the
fingerprint. So
filter
if
on.
it catches that video uploaded somewhere else, it flags it to have it removed.
Kiva,
If I'm
stop trying
doing
to screen
private
record people.
FaceTime calls and Snap videos and shit, I can't do any of that because that's just there's no protection for me. So that's why I don't do it. People ask all the time though, but that's my reason why I don't do it, because I am very protective about my content and my brand. But it is almost 11 o'clock and we have been here almost 3 hours. I really enjoyed you guys. Y'all have been engaging a lot today. Y'all know I love that. I love that. I don't listen to other people's podcasts. I wasn't even going back and reviewing my own for edits because I like to be able to talk to people and I hate just having to listen and I can't have conversations with people. That's only here though. Don't talk to me in person if you see me. Just just smile and nod and keep it going.
You whack.
But no, so this will not be replayed. I know usually we replay on Mondays, but if the live is over 2 hours, we can't get it to replay on Facebook. So if you were not able to catch the full live, whether you came late, had to duck out early.
Go watch it on
You
YouTube.
catch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube. They,
Yeah.
they have no issues.
Yep. But yeah, you can always stream on Tuesdays, get you something to laugh through your workday.
Hey, I'm off on Tuesday.
Oh, we going to eat?
Tuesday?
It's possible.
What time y'all want to go?
You off Tuesday?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, Outback in a minute.
I got a meeting at noon with Sherman Phoenix.
Oh, but that's fine because prime rib don't be done that early anyway.
What time we trying to go get ribs?
It don't matter.
Cause I gotta figure out what time to do with the kids.
Hey,
I don't care.
this nigga got a 9 to 5, so I just X'd out.
I gotta know. We all got. Well, she don't. We just got
Well-
lucky this week.
Well, anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You can always stream the podcast every single Tuesday on all of your favorite platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all them good joints. You can catch the videos on YouTube. But until next time, we gotta go.
You really